Hello and welcome to another episode of my Blyth Spartans career on Football Manager 2019. Hope you're all doing well today, and the most important news today, after yesterday, is that Sarge is fine. He's all good. Oh, hey Rylan, how are you doing? I wonder if Rylan was even aware. Yesterday, we had a really worrying message from Alice, the librarian, that Sarge had been taken to hospital. But he's all right. He's shown up today. He says, reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. A simple fall and a bump on the head can never put the great and almighty Sarge down for the count. He said, the EMS just wanted me to get checked out just to make sure I was okay. Did hit head pretty good though. Lost consciousness for about 3 minutes. I'm okay now. Oh, that's good to know you're all right. Yeah, they always want you to check out head injuries, don't they? Even if it's just something relatively minor, just to be safe. So, well, I'm sure everybody from the BattleTech community will be relieved to hear that you're all right, Sarge. So, yeah, just make sure you're looking after yourself, buddy. Don't don't go falling over on us again. I said there needs to be a new rule for my BattleTech community yesterday. We're going to call it the Sarge rule, and you're now all required to wear crash helmets at all times in case of falls. At the very least, a bicycle helmet, preferably full Kevlar would be nice. But yeah, so make sure you've got one on while you're watching, Sarge, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable. Seriously though, very relieved to hear you're all right, buddy. Yeah, Rylan says, hey Sarge, I wasn't worried at all because I was unaware. Oh dear. Oh god, no. Does that mean you beat Rylan in the injury list? In real life, yes. Oh dear. Oh well, I'm sure everyone will be relieved to hear you're okay. We'll get the word around. Yeah. Okay, so I am playing Football Manager today, and I'm about to play Northampton. Oh, I haven't shown you guys how I've been doing. So I've not played very many games in this division. I've just basically played the friendlies and a handful of games. I'm already out of the Carabao Cup. Got knocked out by Tranmere, who beat me 4-0, but that's fine. Not really too worried about the cups in my first season in League Two. My main priority is to not get relegated. And right now, we're looking pretty good. We're looking on course for that. We're actually top of the division. Things have been a lot easier than I thought they might. But anything can change. We have many games to play before the end of the season. So it's perhaps that we've just had a lucky start. I don't know. We'll see if it lasts. But one thing to note in this division is there are 3 automatic promotion places. So we don't have to win the damn division to go up automatically this time around. We can come second or third and still move up without playoffs. And then the 4 teams down here, there'll be an extra team goes up through the playoffs. So actually pretty good chance of getting out of this division. I think it might be expecting a bit much to get out of it in one season, but we can try. And I'm all ready and set for this match, so I'm going to get this on the go. Yeah, I sent you an email as well, Sarge. So yeah, check your email at some point and then discard it. Yeah, everyone was worrying about you, man. Like, yeah, basically half the community were trying to figure out who you are, where your library is, where the hospital is. Everyone wanted to know if you're all right. And then Catch, the genius, reminded me that you'd given me your email address earlier yesterday, which had gone out of my head completely in all the worry about you. And so, yeah, just sent you an email and we're all good. Right, let's go. Need to get the crowd sound on for a bit of atmosphere. There we go. Right, so we're playing at home against Northampton. I'm still sticking with the same formation that did so well for us last season. Hoping that, you know, with the team being used to it, things will work out nicely in this division and we'll stay up, avoid relegation. And you'll see a lot of new names in this team. I did sign a lot of players on free transfers. just to try and strengthen the team enough to stay in the division. And it's looking pretty good so far. Seems to have worked out. There are still some familiar names. Kian Makepeace for a start. Luca Navarro, Connor Comer. Joe Hilton's in goal at the moment because my other guy is out injured. Thomas, as you can see, he's only on an orange injury at the moment, so he's on the bench. But and another thing worth noting, we're now allowed 7 substitutes. We're a pro team now, so yeah, no longer scraping by with 5. We're allowed a whole 7 substitutes, just like all the proper teams, and that makes life a lot easier. It means I can have a better spread on the bench and get more positions covered in case of injuries or poor performances, which is very important. Yes, Rylan, it does. Yeah, there definitely seems to be a thing that I've always noticed over the years, that if you do the same thing against teams over and over, they do start doing better against you for doing it. But luckily we're in a new division here, so these teams haven't experienced this formation yet. But I mean, even in the course of one season, you can play a team once, beat them with a certain formation, and then play them again, try to use the same thing, and they'll perform a little better. Not in every case, but yeah, there's a lot of variables in this game though. There are so many different aspects to it that it's often really hard to read, you know, what's caused your win, draw or loss, you know. But I do get the feeling that the AI does improve against you if you keep doing the same thing over and over. So we're 1 goal up. While I was chatting away, we had a goal from Connor Comer, so things are looking good so far. Although team's looking a little bit nervous for some reason. Let's go for a praise, see if that works out, since we are winning. And I suppose I should be doing some commentary at this point. Right. So Revan to Amiobi of Northampton. Crunching tackle there from my new wing back. Nayo. Why did I sign this guy? Why? Hold on, this is going to take work. Naya Upembe? Naya Upembe. We're going to go with Naya Upembe. There we go. I think all the other names are easy enough for me to say. I'm going to trip over that one a few times. That's definitely not a bot. That is the real Sarge. Oh, and Sarge, I'm not sure if I responded to Alice's message yesterday in time before she'd logged you out, because I was in the middle of doing stuff and I suddenly saw chat was saying read chat, read Sarge, and I think Alice might have gone before I got to read it. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a favour and thanking her very much on everyone's behalf for letting us know what was going on there. Because I'm not sure she caught my my message to her while I was streaming. Alternatively, you could just replay the stream to her, but probably just easier to just say thanks for us. Cheers, thank you. Okay, so we hit half time. We're leading 1-0. Both teams have only put a single shot on target each. That's pretty appalling. Let's give them some encouragement. I mean, this result, if it stands as is, we will still be top of the league. Pretty incredible stuff for our first season in this division. Yeah, a hospital visit is a common occurrence after a Sarge meal. Amiobi with a cross. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. They've equalised. Alessandro Casaccia with his first goal of the season, scoring for Northampton. And it's pretty fair to say they deserve it. Things are 50-50 at the moment. We're not exactly dominating the game. That was a good cross from this fella here, whose name I didn't quite catch. Gaia something, and ended with an I. Let's see if I can find him. Guyamfi. Let's go with that. So yeah, good cross by him, resulting in the goal. I'm now going to go for a demand more, as we've still only put a single shot on target. We have a corner here. Smith takes it. It's headed away by the Northampton defence, and now they're on a counter-attack. Vicente switching up play to Guyamfi, the provider of Northampton's goal. But this time his cross was poor, and Blyth find themselves back in possession. Nayopembe. Oh God, I'm going to struggle with that every time, aren't I? Nayopembe, the wing back, had the ball, but it was so long ago now it's not worth mentioning because I couldn't get his name out. Right, Navarro taking the corner for Blyth. Puts it into the box. Grimes with the shot there, but blocked and hacked away. That could have been a goal. Let's see if there's any advice we can take here. No, not interested in any of that. Liechtensteiner, hello. Yes, on Fridays I play Football Manager 2019 at the moment. It's been for a long time one of my favourite strategy games. So my schedule at the minute is 3 days a week Battletech, 1 day of Football Manager. But we've oh no, disaster. We're 2-1 down now. We started so well, we were winning. As soon as I started paying attention to the game, it's all going badly, isn't it? Maybe I should just carry on chatting away with chat, and then maybe it will turn around. Chanka Zimba scoring the goal, assisted by Samia Amiobi. And that was a nice little goal there. Just tucked it in at the near post. Just clipped the post as well on its way in. But it's all really about this cross from Amiobi. Just catching the Blyth defenders completely unaware there. They're all grouping up too much, and nobody was marking the goal scorer. So again, we'll go for demand more. I think we might be losing this game though. We are running out of time. Just under 20 minutes of normal time remaining in this match, and a 1-goal deficit to make up. Maybe we can scrape back a draw, but at the moment we're not really looking to be getting into it too easily. Homer there with a free kick that was terrible. Went over the bar. Yeah, so all game we've only put 2 shots on target. This is very disappointing stuff from Blyth. Now I do have Devine, a new signing, on the bench. I could bring him on. I'm thinking I might just do that. My lowest performing striker is Eddie Brown, but he's currently wearing the captain's armband. Do I really want to take him off? His determination, determination is 4. Okay. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter if I take him off. He's not exactly going to be inspiring a turnaround, is he, with that determination? He's probably already given up. So yeah, let's get Devine on. Let's see if he can make the difference for us in the last 10 minutes of this match. Sarge says, I have to admit, the one EMS attendant in the rescue squad was a looker. Oh, there we go. There we go. Shea Facey scores an own goal, and we have an equaliser, courtesy of the Northampton fullback. Let's see what happened here. Perry plays it out to Nayopembe. Puts the cross in, and oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, it technically bounced off Brown at the end there by the looks of things, but yeah, Facey's pretty unlucky there. What am I going to do here? Yeah, let's make the change anyhow. Let's do it. Still demand more. Yes, there were plenty of jokes cracked that we were feeling bad for the nurses at the hospital, Sarge. We assumed you'd be causing some trouble. Oh, Navarro! And what a turnaround! What a game this is. Unbelievable drama. So we went up by a goal We then conceded 2 and we're losing 2-1. And then right at the end of the game, we've managed to turn things around, not only equalise, but also score what could be the winning goal in this match with only 5 minutes of normal time left. It is Blyth 3, Northampton 2. I need more drink because I was choking after that goal celebration. It's a dry day today, and my throat is feeling it. Sammy Amiobi again putting it across to Zimba. That was well saved by Hilton. That kind of deserved to be a goal, really. Right, Naya Pembe is way too exhausted to be on the field right now. I should have spotted that earlier and taken him off. We're going to bring on Elliot Kebby. He did great things for us last season in the Vanarama National. So hopefully he will be just about good enough to make the grade at this level. And I'm quite relieved because then I won't have to say Naya Pembe again. At least not for the rest of this match. Oh, this is a dangerous spell of play here. We are in added time. And now we're on the counter-attack. Connor Comer, what can he do with this? Looking to try to beat his man, but a good tackle put in by Pearson there of Northampton. Heaton shuts down the counter-attack, and once more Blythe are on the attack. Connor Comer in the box, puts it across to Devine. Devine goes down in the box, but it's no penalty, unfortunately. That's a shame. He almost got his foot on the ball there to score goal number 4 for Blythe. But we will have to settle for 3, it looks like, as there is now under a minute of this match remaining. Devine again in the box. Saved by Statham. Or Statham. I don't know how his name is said. But, yeah, it's all about over here now. We have 5 seconds remaining. The score is 3-2 to Blythe. And a good game to start us off on. It looks like, according to the league table, Southend are tied with us on points, but we're just ahead on goal difference so far, 5 games played. But it's not many games. Anything could happen in the next, however many games we've got left in the season. Maths is failing me right now. So we ended up with 16 shots, which is respectable, but 4 on target is absolutely shocking. Our strikers need to do more work. I think we need to get them in one of Sarge's training simulators. Tony, this is fine. McQuaid says nothing needs addressing after that. As usual, he's not to be listened to, and we'll tell them that was a good win. Honestly, beating any team in this division is a good win for us, having only just been promoted to this level of football. Hey, Garrison, how you doing? And yes, you have already spotted him. Sarge is okay. That has made today a good day. All right, so let's praise Connor Comer for that. And Blythe have now won 5 games in a row. We're doing good things in this division. So who've we got next? We've got Coventry next. They're way down the table right now, but that doesn't mean too much this early on. Man, I remember the days where Coventry were playing top flight football. That's a long time ago now. All right, Kenton Richardson. Who's this chap? Yeah, no, don't really want you. Had to use normal IV instead of the good stuff. Yeah, Ryland, apparently it is scorching hot in most of Europe, just not in my little bit of Europe. I mean, it's sunny, it's warm, same as it was yesterday, but it's not like record temperatures. They've been telling us for the last several days we're going to be getting record high temperatures, and I'm just sitting here like, no, this is normal. But apparently it's absolutely ridiculous in Spain and parts of France, to the point that it's dangerous. You know, I think there've already been some casualties due to the heat, which is always sad. But here in England, or at least my bit of England, it's just fine. Oh, catch. That would have been so cruel. That would have been so cruel. Catch says, damn it, Sarge, I was going to tell Garrison you didn't make it. Oh, God. Oh, that would have... Oh, no. That's just too mean, Catch. You can't do that to the man. Right. Scouting is happening. There's a lot of really decent-looking players. But I don't think I can sign anybody at this stage. I think I've done all my signings for this season. Right, so we've got a slight chance. No, we've got every chance, it says, of walking away with something against slight favourites Coventry. So, could be good for us. Right, what was I doing? Yeah, I wanted to just check my finances quickly. Yeah, no, I definitely can't be buying any more players now. Sorry, not buying or signing on a free. I don't have any room in my wage budget at all. So we are set for the season. Don't need to worry about players. Yeah, exactly, Catch. Yeah, it's standard for Tony, that, isn't it? How many games am I into this season? Not very many. I think we've just played 5 league games only, so we're not far in at all. There is a long way to go this time around. Because I mean, the last few sessions I've been getting it near to the end of the season and just playing the exciting bit where we find out if we go up or not. Just because, we've been stuck in that division for a while. I thought it gets a bit boring if you're just watching me play the same teams over and over. So, I was taking that to the end. But this time, we're in a new division, so we're playing it pretty much from the start. I just played a handful of games, really, just to see what to expect for myself. I was like, is this going to be really rough? Is this going to be painful? Or are we going to cope at this level? And, so I played these first 4 games. 4 league games and the 1 cup game, and things were looking pretty good. So I thought, actually, I think we might be able to handle this level of football. It's not so bad at all. So yeah, you're going to see most of the season. Yeah, still definitely Sarge. With a name like that, Liechtensteiner, do you have some German ancestry though? Or are you from Liechtenstein? that might be a clue, that name. Foosball. Right, I'm going to go with the same team. Everyone's looking fit enough. And we did just scrape ourselves a win there, so stands to reason the team should be good enough. Right, let's make Thomas available for the reserves. Say until he's match fit. Because he is, generally speaking, my number 1 keeper, but he's been out injured. So right now, Joe Hilton's been playing. But I don't know if you guys remember, at the end of last season, Joe Hilton had an absolute stormer of a run where he was just playing really well for us and just keeping goal after goal out, just almost single-handedly getting us through results sometimes. So he's definitely worthy of a place in the team. Garrison says his wife is saying to Sarge, "Stop eating chocolate-covered ants. They seem to be doing bad things to you." Oh, right, I see. So your name isn't after the country, it's after the former Juventus player. I get you. I thought it was because your family might have originated in Liechtenstein. Okay, we're in the box. Grimes on the ball. Shot blocked. Brown now. Oh, he's lost possession though. That was appalling control by Brown. What's his first name? I forget now. Eddie Brown. I think that'd be easy to remember. Smith with a throw-in to Makepeace. Now Perry. Naya Pembe. Trying to find Perry again with the cross, but that was cut out by a Coventry defender there and hacked away. Still got pressure on the Coventry goal as Navarro takes a free kick. Unfortunately smashes it straight into the wall though, so no joy there. But we are still on the attack here. Can he get to that ball first? The answer is no, he cannot. There is one weakness I've got for my strike trio up front this season, and that is that none of them are particularly quick. I think Connor Comer might be the fastest. Acceleration 10, pace 12. It's just not really that good. We've got 12 acceleration, pace 9 on Navarro, and Eddie Brown is acceleration 10, pace 11. So, yeah, we're not going to be outrunning many defenders with my front three there, but they do have good other stats, so I'm hoping that will make up for their lack of speed. Now, Coventry have had a shot there. That's the first one they've put on target all game, resulting in a corner. I think that's going to be a second corner for them, as that seems to come off a Blyth defender. Hey Gecko, how you doing? Yes, news on Sarge is in chat and he's doing fine. He says, yes Gecko, I'm deceased. This is my version of Nexus. Oh, our goal is getting hammered, and Hilton is doing what Hilton does right now and keeping the ball out of his net. All right, I'm going to go for a demand more. They're putting far too much pressure on us right now. We haven't actually managed a single shot on target so far. Disappointing. Let's see if we can get one just before half-time. Brown puts it into the box. Comer with the header. Oh, and it's wide of the post. Another shot off target. That's now five shots for 0 on target. Pretty disappointing. But it's about to hit half-time, and I think we'll go for an aggressive bollocking. Oh no, hold on. Prove a point. Should we trust Tony? I'm going to trust Tony. We got some kind of reaction. Not a great one. At least it wasn't a negative one, though. Sarge has Ebola. First confirmed case in the US. An interesting fact I found out about Sarge's state yesterday while we were trying to figure out how to find out if he's okay. Shell discovered that North Carolina has double the population of the entirety of Scotland. So that's a thing. No worries, Catch. Have a good meeting, mate. Okay, let's tell Comer to ease off challenges. Don't want him getting sent off. Grimes puts the ball to Smith. Smith's in the box, has a shot. That seemed to take... oh no, that came off the keeper, sorry. It looked like it had taken a deflection as well, but in the end came off the keeper, winning as a corner. Not a bad effort, but the header was a little bit too high and went over the bar. Still 0-0 after 60 minutes. Away to Coventry. McIntyre and Parkin playing dangerously at the back for Coventry. Nyapembe intercepts the eventual goal kick. Looks like Akko has fouled Coma, and he's already on a yellow card. The ref brings out another, and he's off. We are now facing 10 men the remainder of this match. Nyapembe with a shot. Saved by the keeper. At least it was on target. Only our second all game. Now Smith will take the corner. Homer to Perry. Now Boone. Brown is found in the box, and that takes a deflection and goes out for a corner. Getting a lot of corners. How many have we had? We've had 10. That is a lot of corners. Surely we should be scoring off one by now. Perry back to Navarro, the corner taker. Poor cross from him this time, though. It does turn out that he was offside as well. Makepeace in midfield, playing out wide to Smith. George Smith back to Perry. Now Navarro, Makepeace. The passer's picking up speed now and resulting in a shot by Grimes, but it was a weak one. Parkin claims it very easily. It was nice to see some fast little short passing going on. Looks like my team are looking quite competent at the short passing game right now. It's not actually what this strategy is all about. This is quite a direct strategy still. It doesn't mean they can't do a few short passes here and there when they feel like it. Team's not looking good at the moment. Let's go for a demand more. Too many players looking nervous, and that's concerning. Right, hold on a minute. We only have 10 minutes remaining. And Luca Navarro is playing a 6.4. That is appalling. Jordan Boone is playing a 6.5. And Nyapembe is on a 6.5. Well, Nyapembe is also apprehensive and probably the most tired out of my players on the pitch. He is. So we're going to bring on Elliot Kebby for him again. I'm definitely going to swap out Luca Navarro. He's just not having a great game. Let's see about putting Virgil Gomez on maybe. Yeah, let's give him a game. So this is a new signing as well. A Senegalese player that we brought in on a free. Virgil Gomez. I mean, he's not spectacular, but there's nothing particularly bad about him though for a front man. You know, he's kind of average across the board, which is fairly safe to go with. So we'll bring him on, and I think we'll leave it there. We'll take a chance that Jordan Boone doesn't make any screw-ups before this match ends. Because I always like to hold one substitute back in case of an injury. Even though there's only, well, almost 5 minutes remaining of normal time now. Perry in the box to Gomez. Let's see what the sub can do. Well, it looks like he can lose the ball. That was a great bit of football from the substitute. Confirming in my head why he's a sub at the moment and not a first team player. Hole to Leland. Out right to Thompson. His shot attempt blocked by Perry, who then dispossesses him a second time and starts a counter-attack. I don't think Brown is going to have the legs to reach that, though. Yeah, Henderson hacks it away to Coventry and puts it out for a throw. Smith to take the throw-in. Into the box. Gomez now. Virgil Gomez. This time plays it safe to Makepeace. Plays it out wide to Kebby. Kebby with the cross. Oh, headed away by a Coventry man, but we are still in possession after that. No, not anymore, we're not. 4 minutes remain. Coventry on the counter-attack. Heaton does well to bring that move to an end. Now Brown to Kebby. Kebby to Coma. Kebby again. Can he get a good cross in this time? It's a little bit long there for Brown. He has to chase for it. Eventually gets tackled by Thompson. Oh, Boone makes an error. Hull with the shot. Oh, no. What did I say moments earlier? I've just got to hope Jordan Boone doesn't screw up before this match is over. And look what he's gone and done here. This is really down to his error. Defensive error against Butler. Look, tackle attempt failed, forcing the other central defender to run across, leaving Hull wide open to take that shot and score what has to be the winning goal this late on in the match. We're going to have to go for desperate measures. We're going to push forward and go all-out attack. And what a disappointment to have gone a goal down this late on against a 10-man Coventry. Very, very upsetting. We have 4 minutes of added time, 3 of which are yet to be played. But Coventry, even though they're down to 10, look to be in control of this game right now. And with this loss, Southend will leap ahead of us in the table. We're losing the #1 spot for the first time in a few games to Southend. We're still second though, although tied on points with Tranmere. We're ahead on goal difference, still maintaining a +7. Assuming we only lose this game by 1 goal. And with only seconds to go, it does look like this is going to be a 1-0 win for Coventry here. One last attack from Coventry maybe. Oh, that looked like a vicious challenge. Referee's not bringing a card out though. I think he got off lightly. But he is blowing his whistle and that's full time. 1-0 to Coventry. And honestly, it was a fairly even game on the stats. I feel like we could have perhaps had a draw out of that. It was just that mistake by Jordan Boone very late on that's cost us. And perhaps I should have taken him off when I thought about it. But you never know what's going to happen. We took a risk, we took a gamble, and we rolled a 1. It's the way it goes sometimes. So, going to tell the team I'm disappointed with that. Don't want to be losing games, do we? Next, we've got Lincoln City. They're 4th in the division, and I imagine they're going to be a tough team to play. Kempzer, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Lincoln have had a good start to the season, same as us, and they've been in this division a lot longer than we have. So I imagine they're going to give us a bit of a schooling at this level, but we will see. Coventry now moving up to 17th after that victory. Lincoln have dropped down to 5th. Now, what was their last result, I wonder? They're on a goal difference of -2, though, so they are leaky at the back. So maybe it might be a little bit closer than I'm expecting, because we do have a very attacking style. And perhaps with those 3 front men, we might be able to score some goals against them. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, Ryland says, I'm going to North Carolina in a few weeks for a wedding. Is it your wedding or is it someone else's wedding? So I remember you proposed a few months ago, didn't you, Ryland? Has your wedding happened yet? I can't remember. Sarge says there was a nurse at the hospital that looked like Gecko's pilot. So I was looking for a puke pack. So yeah, Gecko's pilot, for those that don't know, we had him with basically a dyed blue perm and a dyed blue handlebar moustache. I think that's a disturbing look on any nurse. Sarge got looked after by pimp nurse. Oh, it's one of your best friend's weddings. Oh, that's cool, Ryland. There's a lot less pressure there, isn't there? If you're not the star of the show. Well, I hope you have a really nice time, mate. Okay. Josh Heaton has picked up a small injury there. He's got a tight hamstring. Hopefully he'll be fit enough for the next game. He is currently my best centre-back, the 28-year-old. Easy to spot on the pitch at the moment as well, because I think he's the only player I've got who has grey hair. Pretty unfortunate going grey at 28, though. Right, let's do some praising of recent form. And roll on to this Lincoln game. Oh, this is going to be rough. So right after playing Lincoln, we've got a cup match to play in the Checkatrade Trophy North Group G against Telford. I think I'll be playing a fully rotated reserve team for that, though, because I really don't care about the cup. I just want to stay in the division. Or, you know, if I dare speculate that we have a chance of it, just go straight for promotion. That would be amazing if we only have to spend one season in this division. Because we got stuck in the Vanarama National for several seasons, didn't we? We had a rough old time there trying to scrape our way out of it. So it would be awesome to claw back a little bit of progress time by only spending a single season in this division. But I'm getting ahead of myself, really. It's very early days. Very early days at the moment. But I don't know. Like, this start gives me hope that we have a chance of... I don't think we'll win the division, but we have a chance of either making the playoffs or maybe scraping that third place, how things are looking at the moment, and just getting an automatic promotion. Of course, since we don't have much luck with playoffs, I will be desperately trying for at least that third place finish for the automatic promotion spot. Oh, congratulations, Rylan. That's cool. He said, we actually did a courthouse marriage to get around some visa issues. So, yes, I'm married. The full wedding will likely be later next year. Oh, congratulations, buddy. Yes, me and Shell are waiting for civil partnerships to be legalized in this country. Well, it's already been passed. We're just waiting for it all to kind of be ready to start accepting heterosexual couples for it, because obviously civil partnerships have been good to go over here for quite a while for gays and lesbians, but not for straight people who don't want a religious church marriage or any of that, which is the category me and Shell fall in. So we've been waiting for that. Hopefully sometime later this year, maybe early next year, we'll see if we can register ourselves finally. She already changed her surname, so she has my surname. We had that done quite a while back, but we're not legally married, even though we've been together a lot longer than most married couples that we know. But hopefully one day that will get sorted. Right, Altrincham want to loan Harvey Smith. I'm not sure I want that. Do I want that? Did I list him for loan deliberately? Let me have a look. Am I trying to sell Smith? I guess I must be. So I think I'll accept that. Yeah, he's playing for the under-23s. Yeah. So Harvey Smith is definitely outclassed by new players I've brought in. So we'll accept that. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if I can convince him to pay me a bit of money. Give us 10% of his wages, £55 a week. They're accepting that. Oh, damn it! I should have asked for more. Altrincham don't have a lot of money though. All right, fine. At least we're getting something for loaning him out. Okay. Uh, I don't understand it 100%, Rylan. But as far as I'm aware, um, you've got the you can do a normal kind of registry office marriage here, so you don't have to go through the church as a heterosexual couple. You can have a registry office marriage, which is a different thing. But what we want is not a marriage, but a civil partnership, which is different. It removes all kind of traditional and religious aspects from it. And at the moment, civil partnerships are only for non-straight couples. And it's good that we've had that for a while, but we want that type of thing as well, as do many other straight couples. And we're off away at Lincoln, and this is a game I am expecting to have a tough time in, but looking at their negative goal difference, I do feel like we should at least be able to score a goal against them. They don't seem to be the tightest team at the back. If you look at the top 7 in the table, they are the only team, in fact, with a negative goal difference. So perhaps our attacking style will do as well here. Or perhaps they will just outclass us. Foster, Kasky and Ward just basically playing their own game between the two of them for a while there. But eventually a long ball is put up to... who was that? Pucciarelli, I think maybe I saw. But Smith is now on the ball for Blyth. Plays it to Perry. Perry playing the long ball to Nyapembe. Nyapembe with the cross. It looks good. Brown's on the end of it. And that is a goal for Blyth. 1-0. Only 12 minutes played. Eddie Brown with his first goal of the season. Assisted by Nyapembe. The right wing back that we signed this season. Tricky name to say, but he's a great player. And what a finish that was from Brown as well. Fantastic stuff. And there's the goal that I expected we'd be able to get against this Lincoln side. The stats tell me they're going to be leaky at the back. It looks like they are so far. I don't know if one goal will be enough for us to win this game though. So we will have to see if we can bag another one, because they can still threaten us. Pucciarelli. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pucciarelli. And they've got Capeluzzo as well. Where are these guys from? Well, I should have guessed that this guy was Italian, but sometimes you get English people with names like that as well. We are a country that is mixed with many, many different nationalities over the years. We have all sorts of surnames. And Makepeace plays the ball to Nyapembe, who's now on a yellow card. Looking for another assist. Oh! Eddie Brown again for his second goal. Nyapembe and Eddie Brown linking up very well so far this game between the two of them. Another great cross by Nyapembe. And another great finish by Eddie Brown, this time with his head. And it's now 2-0 to Blyth. And this is looking like a game we can win for sure. Excellent finish there. And an even better cross, I would say. 2 assists for Nyapembe, 2 goals for Eddie Brown. Sorry, chat. That's just Rylan getting in there with a "that's what she said" joke. Dad jokes always make me laugh. I'm not going to read it out because YouTube reasons. Hey, Cold Still's here, and he's already spotted that Sarge is okay. Yeah. Sarge lives. Yeah, everyone was very worried about you, Sarge. Very, very worried. It was basically the conversation for the entire rest of the day and night for me, up until I went to bed. Right, we'll tell the team they're doing well, because they are. And send them back out for the second half with a 2-goal lead. What a good position to be in. And if the result stands, we will be staying in 3rd place in the league, which is that ever-important automatic promotion spot. At the moment, it looks like Bradford are going to take top spot off Southend, if things continue the way they're going. That's just on goal difference, though. And we're only a single point right now behind the 2 teams above us. So we still have every chance of going back into top spot. Pucciarelli with a corner there. Capeluzzo picking up the loose ball. Plays it out to Rice. Rice to Foster-Caskey. Tackled by Makepeace. Good ball to Brown, the goal scorer for Blyth. Fortunately, that comes to nothing in the end. Grimes to Smith. Oh, blocked shot there, but Perry picks up the loose ball, keeps it going. Now it's out to Naya Pembe. Can the fullback put in another good cross? No, that was not so good this time. And it's headed away by a Lincoln defender. But now we find ourselves with a corner kick. Tofolo running away with it, though, for a Lincoln counter-attack. Pucciarelli on the ball. Back to Tofolo. Oh, Pucciarelli gets the he gets the first shot away, saved by Hilton, but the second shot on the rebound he couldn't do anything about, and that is a goal pulled back for Lincoln. 61 minutes gone. The score is 2-1. We still are in control of this game, but now the lead has been closed. That gap is getting smaller. So what to do now? I think we'll go for a demand more. Let's do some traditional screaming at our players. It looks like, yeah, that all came from a defensive error there. I didn't quite catch who made that. But somebody done goofed in the box there. Navarro with a shot, saved. Winning a corner for Blyth, which he will also take. Let's see what comes of this. Nothing much. It's headed away with ease by Ward. A free kick taken by Lincoln goalkeeper Matthews. Devlin. That was a dangerous and risky looking tackle attempt there by our number 5, Taylor Perry. He got away with it. Oh, shot by Tofolo. Hilton saves it, puts it out for a corner. But Lincoln are putting on the pressure. And as I'd feared at the beginning of the game, they are capable of scoring. We're just relying on scoring more than them at the moment. Comer with a great run, does his man, finds himself one-on-one with the keeper. Matthews gets a hand down to it, though, and makes the save. Naya Pembe hacking the ball away. Navarro now upfield. He's got a man. Oh, no, he hasn't. That's a red shirt. I thought he had a man in support. Smith with a throw into Makepeace. Tries to put it into the box. But again, well defended by Lincoln. Seems they've woken up at back after conceding 2 goals. Comer to Naya Pembe. Grimes to Perry. Perry with a curling effort, looking for the top right corner of the net, but not quite finding the target. Right, Comer is playing a 6.0. We're going to have to take him off. That is a very underwhelming performance from the striker. Strongest striker we've got as well, but not today, it seems. So let's bring Devine on. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll go this way around. Let's see if Devine can make a difference and give us another goal, so we return to that 2-goal cushion that we enjoyed for the first half. Things always a little bit nervy when you've only got a 1-goal lead against a side that you know really is probably better than you. Devine gets his first touch of the ball, plays it to Naya Pembe. Cross comes into Brown. Oh, I thought those two were going to link up for a third goal. This time, Brown's shot was saved by Matthews. Heaton with a good tackle just outside the Blyth box there. Plays it back safely to Hilton. Out to Boone. Now Smith. Devine in the box. Shot opportunity there. Saved by Matthews. How many games into the season are we? We're really early on in the season, Cold Steel. Only 7 games played so far. We played 7 league games and 1 cup game, so we've already been knocked out of one of the cups, which I'm fine with. All about the league in our first season in this division. Hilton making a couple of good saves there, allowing us to maintain our lead a little longer, but we are definitely having some nervous times at the back here and there as a result of that Lincoln attack. And it looks like they're about to have another one. Ward. Oh my God, Vinnie Ward. What a goal there. What a goal. They deserve that. It's now 2-2. And it looks like 2 goals wasn't enough to win the game for us. But look at Ward there. Look at that turn. Look at that strike. In at the far post. There's no stopping a shot like that. That was spectacular. Go for a demand more. Navarro to Brown. Grimes, can he thread it through to Devine? He can. Devine's shot. Poor, but he was offside anyhow. What a shame. Smith with the throw in for Blyth. We're about to hit added time. But is there time for one more Blyth goal? Can we get that third that we need to win the match? Naya Pembe. Navarro! Oh, Navarro! No! That was an absolute sitter. That was harder to miss than it was to score, and somehow he puts it wide of the post. Unbelievable. Devine with another shot. He seems to have made an impact since he's come on. Not managed to score though. Smith with possibly the last corner for Blyth of this match. Whips it in. Header wide of the post. Just under 2 minutes remain. Perry with a good long ball to Devine again. Is he going to pass it? No, he's greedy. He takes the shot himself. And it's saved. Ostakaski now for Lincoln. Just under a minute to go. Good tackle by Naya Pembe. Devine to Grimes. What on earth is happening there? Somehow Devine ends up with the ball. Bit of pinball going on though. Plays a pass that Smith isn't going to quite be able to reach. A little bit too heavy on the hit there. The whistle is about to go. Hilton is in possession. And that's it. We have to settle for a 2-2 draw here away at Lincoln. Honestly, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. If you'd have told me I could have had a draw away before this game, I'd have been happy to accept that. And that's what we ended up with. It did look like a game that we might have been able to win. We did get a lot of shots. The attacking play did work out well against this team that are definitely not very secure at the back, but unfortunately for us, they have a good strike team, good enough at least to pull back the 2-goal deficit and end the match on a draw. Exciting game though, and yeah, I'm going to tell the boys they did well after that. Now let's see where we end up in the division following that game. Hopefully, we're still holding on to third place. And we are, just by goal difference. We are ahead of Tranmere by 4 goals. Very close. But there is now a little bit of a gap opening up between us, Bradford and Southend. Don't want to let them run away too much with it, but neither of those teams have lost a game so far this season. I'm sure it will happen eventually, though. Brown ends his goal drought. Good stuff. Brown was doing really well that game. Those the 2 goals in the first half between Nia Pembe's assists and his finishes. We were looking very good. And next we've got a cup game to play, but I'll be putting the reserve team out for that. I'm not looking for any spectacular results there. I'm going to focus on the Gillingham League game that's coming up. So Sarge says, what happened was, I got up to get a drink of water. Yes, I do drink water. And my leg gave out. I fell and hit my head on the corner of the desk. Oh, ouch. That is painful. Of all the places to hit your head, the corner is not the best. Lost consciousness for a couple of minutes. EMS took me to hospital just to make sure everything's okay. Left ER after about 10 hours. Like I told everyone, it will take more than that to take me out. Glad to hear it, Sarge. Oh dear. Cold Steel says, yes, Sarge, like I told one of the new faces in chat, you're our top kick. Where you lead, we follow, unless it's to a picnic. Yeah, nobody follows Sarge to a meal. Catch says this, also RIP desk. Sarge says, besides, if I'm gone, who will make your training programs for the simulators you will love so much? Also, I'm not done messing with Darius yet. Don't worry, if you leave this mortal coil, Sarge, we will space Darius in your honour. Yeah, that's right, Catch. Do I want to scout the Checker Trade Trophy? No, honestly, I can't be bothered. All right, Player of the Month, Jordan Boone comes in at number 3. Good effort from him. Only maybe he'd have come higher up if he hadn't made that horrible error that resulted in us conceding a goal a couple of games ago. Looks like he's losing stats right now. That's not good. Only 24. He shouldn't be losing stats. I suppose our training facilities are appalling, aren't they? Oh, something worth noting, actually. Ben Hinchcliffe. So he was our captain last season. I think he might still be captain this season. He's been squeezed out of the side. He's not making the first team at the moment. And he did so well for us last season. I feel really bad leaving him out, but we've just got better players now. Oh dear, speaking of bad feelings, we are, for the first time in my entire career, we are in debt with this club. Our bank balance is in the red. A little bit concerning. Looks like maybe we do need some cup games to stay in the black, but I just want to focus on the league. Oh god, yeah. So yeah, Garrison, when I was watching his stream yesterday after I finished mine, Sarge, Garrison said we should buy some wasp crackers and eat them in your honor. My answer was F no, all caps. I said, luckily, I don't think they even sell those things over here. I'm not eating anything like that. Not even for Sarge. What's going on here? Oh, I've got to register my players. Oh, that's fine. Everybody, yes. Confirm. I did, however, watch a video of some people eat. Well, they were technically drinking some really disgusting concoction. What was it? It was some kind of vinegar, some mouthwash, a Monster Energy drink, and a bunch of hot sauce, all in one. And they all drank it, and two out of the three threw up, which isn't surprising. The surprising part is one of them actually kept it down. He did retch a bit, but Jesus, I don't know what his stomach was made of. His stomach's probably made of whatever Sarge's stomach's made of. Sarge says you can make your own mealworm milkshakes. I don't want to drink a meat shake. That sounds revolting. Because that's what you're making. If you're putting meat into milk, that's a meat shake. Right, pay attention. What's going on? We've got that cup game against Telford. What division are Telford in? Are they still down in the Vanarama National? No, they're not. Oh God, they're in our division. No. Okay, they're going to beat us, but that's fine. I don't care about this cup. So in our group for the Checker Trade Trophy, we've got Telford, Stockport, and Manchester City under 23s. No prizes for guessing who's going to dominate this division. Manchester City under 23s, one of the richest clubs in the world. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to compete with their reserves. Their reserves are, just worlds apart from my first team. So I'm going to do a full rotation. So pick rotated squad, full. There we go. So nobody that played the previous game should be playing this game. Saying that, I can already see Naya Pembe has been left in. Why? What are you doing, game? I'll have to manually change him then. So let's get Elliot Kebby on. There we go. Now we've got a full rotation. I need to sort out this subs bench though. I need a right back on the bench. That'll have to be Naya Pembe, won't it? Leighton Egan's injured. How long's he out for? 8 to 11 days. Okay, so we've got a left back, we've got a right back, we've got a central defender, got a midfielder and a couple of strikers. Yeah, looks all right to me. So, as I said, not really caring too much about the result of this game. It's just a cup match. We're in a group that we can't possibly win. I'm not really too fussed about it. It will be nice if we accidentally do well in it, because it will help us earn a bit of money. But I'm more interested in just going for straight promotion. If I can just spend one season in this division, I'll be over the moon. Right, away we go against Telford. I wonder what the result of Man City versus Stockport's going to be. It's going to be a goal avalanche, I reckon. Corner kick for Telford. Look how empty this stadium is. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this cup. Look. It's like there's nobody behind the goal at all. Not even one man. And I don't know if you can notice it, but I can certainly hear the difference in the crowd noise, or lack of it. There's a much quieter crowd representing that there's hardly anyone here. Ooh, not a bad shot there from the Telford man. That was Anya Dinma. Galala. Taylor. And Bills. Smith with a crunching tackle there. Winning possession for Blyth. McGahey playing the long ball forward, looking for Hinchcliffe. Oh, I'd love it if Hinchcliffe manages to score a goal. Just for old times. KB with a cross. There's Hinchcliffe. Oh, shot saved. Good effort, though. Good effort from Hinchcliffe. No, you're going to have to make your own, Garrison. Taylor with the corner for Telford. Headed away by Morrison. Now, I thought we were going to have a good counter there as Devine was moving towards the ball. Guess it came to nothing. Hinchcliffe now with a free kick for Blyth. It's a poor effort, though. As you can see, he's captaining the side today. I think he's still officially club captain, although not one that's playing too much. More of a backroom motivator these days for the first team. Devine with a header! Crossed by Kieran Feeney, and Devine there to head the goal. And it's 1-0 to Blyth, away to Telford in this Checkatrade Trophy Cup match. Feeney doing well to get the cross away, and it was a great one. Number 14 needs to take a long hard look at himself, though, because he seemed to do absolutely nothing for his side to try to prevent that goal. Ah, it's all right, Garrison. Don't worry. You don't have to ask. Just, you know, the usual rules. Don't link anything that breaks terms and conditions. No penises. McGahey at the back to Thomas. I want to click this and see. Oh my God, they do actually sell them. B rice crackers. That's insane. That's insane. Kavanagh now with a corner for Blyth. Whips it into the box. Hinchcliffe with the shot. Allsop makes the save. And that will be another corner. Naby. Played upfield, but that will be picked up by Elsdon. Matthew Elsdon is a new signing this season. Not quite good enough to replace Heaton or Boone as my first choice back to central defenders. But he is pretty decent. Definitely an improvement on the central defenders we had last season. Shot there by Ferrier. Saved by Lewis Thomas. Lewis Thomas, who's playing, I think, his first game since returning from that injury he picked up at the start of the season. Hilton has been playing all the first team games. And at the moment, I feel like I'm going to keep Hilton in the first team. He just, I don't know, he just makes some really key, desperate saves. I like having him there for that. Okay, so we've hit half-time. We're 1-0 up. Slight lead in the stats for us, but not very much. So this game could still go either way in the second half. Let's see what happens. See whether the Telford manager has put a rocket up the backsides of his players. Smith with an interception there. That's the kickoff highlight over. Pretty uneventful second half so far. Not that I'm going to complain about that because we do have a 1-goal lead. So uneventful is kind of good for us. I'm going to go for a demand more because they've just been overwhelmed by their manager's feedback. We got a better result than they did out of it, although Naby's feeling pressured. See if we can get some kind of highlight. Time is just ticking away. Not a lot happening. Here we go. We've got a throw in. Kebby throwing the ball to Feeney. Feeney with a poor header though gives away possession. Galala to Sinnott of Telford. Now the ball played upfield to Ferrier. He's through. He's in the box. Gets a shot away. That was dangerous, but it went wide of the post in the end. And we maintain our 1-goal lead with 20 minutes of this match still to play. The crowd is almost silent in the background. Unbelievable. Well, 10 minutes to go now. Not anything at all happening. Like, there's literally nothing to comment on. It's just, well, I suppose I could comment on the yellow cards that are being picked up. We've now picked up 4 yellow cards so far this game. A couple more and we'll be getting a fine. We are used to that, though. We get a lot of disciplinary fines during the course of our seasons, usually. This season, though, we could do with avoiding it since we're already in the red and it's early days. Oh, that's a penalty given away by James. It looks like Cavanagh's going to take this. And he steps up to the spot. Which way is he going to send it? Oh, it's saved by Allsop. He guessed correctly. And the penalty is missed. 5 minutes to go. Well, that will knock Cavanagh's confidence somewhat. And Telford are now looking focused as we go into added time. 3 minutes of this match to play. Hinchcliffe with a header in the box. Heads it back out to Naby. Now Smith. Smith to Feeney. Feeney's got room for a shot. And there it is. Goal number 2. Kieran Feeney with his first goal of the season. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get a goal for Hinchcliffe in this match. I was hoping he'd score one. But we'll settle for 2 goals scored by literally anybody because we get a win out of this. As I said before, we're not too focused on trying hard in this cup or anything, but if we do well by accident, I'll be fine with that. As long as we make a little bit of money from it. So Devine and Feeney, the goal scorers for Blyth in this game. Under a minute to go. And we have what could be the final attack. Hinchcliffe off the bar. He's trying. The captain is trying to get himself a goal. But it's just not working out for him today. Gallagher, Commander heads away. And as far as T. Now James for Telford. Tries to whip across into the box, but Kebby's there to send it away and out for a throw-in. How flashy Telford are. They've got a screen and everything. Hinchcliffe to Feeney. And there goes the whistle. We have won this cup game in the Checkatrade Trophy group stage. 2-0 away against Telford. Good result. And a full reserve team sent out today as well. Happy with that. Sorry, just needed to clear the nose out. Elsden making his debut there. Oh, we got 12.26k for winning that. That was worth it. And we'll give Kebby some praise. Yeah, that was worth it, because we are in the red, so it's nice to try to claw a little bit of money back. But Gillingham are next. And that is a game we definitely want to be beating. That's a game we want to be beating. That's a game we definitely want to be winning. The league being so important. All right, just going to get my first team set back up and ready. Really? Clark? Okay. Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. And I still want Hilton in at the moment as number 1. Just got to sort out my reserves. I need Kebby. I need Kavanagh. Gomez and Devine can stay in, and Nexus is in. Yeah, there's a rule worth noting here is I have to have a minimum of 1 player trained by the club for 3 years before their 21st birthday, which is quite a tricky thing for my club because our youth system is appalling, and I think that's even being too polite. And as it happens, I only have 1 single player that is good enough even to be on the bench, and that is, of course, Nexus, the one wonder kid that we produced through our youth system by pure fluke. He's so far been the only player to come up through our youth team and make it into the at least the first team squad. So, or I should say, senior team squad. So yeah, he's going to have to be on the bench for every game this season. I hope he doesn't get injured. Because what we have to do, if I can't actually stick him on the bench, is I have to leave a gap in my substitutes. I have to go with 1 less player. Because I literally don't have any other players that count as homegrown by the club. So that's sucky. And at some stage, we are going to have to try to talk the board into allowing us to improve our youth system. But we just don't have the money at the moment. If I ask them for anything, they'll say no right now because we are in the red. Hey, Mouth, how you doing? Absolutely, Mouth. Like the US women's team are really, really good. They would wreck my first team. No problems. I'm sure of it. Could be that we play each other. We'll see how the USA do against France tonight. But I know England are through to the semi-final, and it could be that we're playing the USA. Yeah, England yesterday beat Norway. We were watching that. It was actually apparently record viewing figures for women's football in our country yesterday. Over 7 million people watched that England versus Norway game. Watched the Lionesses, as they're called, beating Norway. I think that was Norway's biggest loss in the finals of any tournament as well for their women's team. So a disappointing day for the Norwegians, but a good day for the English. No, Garrison says, I thought anything the USA did with soccer was garbage. No, actually, the USA women's team are incredible. They have a very good system of support and funding compared to many other women's football nations. And as a consequence, they're very good. They put your men's team to shame. Absolutely. Yeah, that. Oh, who was that? You beat 12-0. That was in this tournament. Was it Vietnam? It was an Asian team because they were getting criticised after it for scoring too many goals and making it, really crushing their opposition. But it's like you're playing a competitive game. You play to win. You score as much as you can. There's no like, oh, we've scored enough now, so we'll just mess about. No, keep scoring. No mercy. I thought it was crazy that they were getting any kind of criticism for that. But yeah, no, they're an incredible side, the USA women. But the England women's team is very good as well. They're doing really well. Have been doing really well for a number of years now. Still, perhaps not quite fair to say they're as good as the USA women's team, but we'll have to wait and see because they could be playing each other very soon, and then we will finally have an answer to that question: who's better than who? I know you're playing France tonight. You're playing France tonight, which hopefully I'll be able to watch. I'm going to see what the USA team looks like these days, especially since England are going to have to play them soon. Yeah, that's right, Cold Steel. That is bang on. Yeah, he says they've been putting our men's team to shame for years now. And to a degree, our women's team had been putting our men's team to shame as well. But the last major tournament, England, the last two tournaments, England men have been doing really well for a nation of our size. So now we're doing much better. But the women's team is also doing great. And speaking of doing great, Eddie Brown has just scored a goal. We're 1-0 up against Gillingham. It's 1-0 here. Eddie Brown scoring his third goal of the season. Of course, his previous two coming in the same match, just in our very last league game. He looks like his goal drought is well and truly over, and he means business. But great finish there to put Blyth ahead. Yeah, Garrison says, we have 300 million plus people. Why the hell do we have a worse team than half the world who have even less than a quarter of our population? It's because you guys make your own sports up and concentrate on your own sports, whereas the rest of the world is into football above anything else. So everybody else has been gaining experience, pumping money into supporting, watching, playing football all this time, while you guys never really concentrated so much on what you call soccer, and you're playing catch up. But I mean, you have been catching up. Your state of football is much better than it used to be, but it's just it just doesn't get the same amount of money as stuff like basketball, hockey, obviously American football or baseball. So yeah, that's what you're lacking really, and the rest of the world isn't. So that's the difference. And we got goal number 2 while I was rambling on about why the USA are a little bit behind the rest of the world in football terms. But Eddie Brown has scored his second goal of the match. That is now goal number 4 for him this season. And 2 games, 2 braces. Can he find a hat-trick this game, though? Because this is very early days. Less than half an hour played. So there's every chance he could be the first player for Blyth to score a hat-trick in the Sky Bet League 2 division. Naya Pembe in the box, takes a shot, saved by Dubois, I think that is, in goal. Guevara now with the corner kick. And Boone with the header, Jordan Boone scoring his 3rd goal of the season with his head. That's a good goal tally for a centre-back this early in the season. Doing well off the set pieces. There he is. And that's 3-0 already. Gillingham are getting walked over right now by this Blyth team. 12 shots for Blyth, 0 shots for Gillingham. This is a massive embarrassment for the boys in blue and black. That's right, Matt. That is true. Yeah, football is very cheap to play. You pretty much just need anything round. Like, you know, people play football with not just footballs, you know. In fact, when I was a kid, it wasn't uncommon for a lot of people to play football with a tennis ball even. And actually that can really help improve your ball skills as well, because it's so small. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Yeah, whatever type of ball you can get your hands on, you can play football with it. Grimes in midfield, playing it up to Brown, the two-time goal scorer this game. Comer takes a shot this time. It comes off the post. Brown picks it up in the box, but he is tackled. And Hayball sends it upfield to Gillingham's player, Brown. What's his first name? I'm going to need to pick that up, aren't I? What is it? Zach Brown. Yes, because that could get confusing. We've got two Browns on this field right now. Eddie Brown for Blyth and Zach Brown for Gillingham. And it's half-time and we're 3-0 up. This is a game, it's fair to say, we are in complete control of. 58% possession, 16 shots. Gillingham not a single shot all match. And 3 goals conceded by them. This is all coming up Blyth right now. Get this second half underway. Garrison says, I'm in the greater Cincinnati area, so they play with the heads of their enemies. Cold still says, shh, don't let football gods hear you bragging. Yeah, it could turn around in the second half, couldn't it, if I get too cocky. We're looking all right so far, though. Comer with a free kick there for Blyth. Sends it wide of the post, but not much to worry about with a 3-goal lead. I'm going to go for a demand more, because we had some players looking complacent there, and we all know how that can end up. See if we can spark some attention back into them. Naya Pembe on the ball. Tries to put a cross into the box. It's a very poor effort, though. And it is sent away. Gillingham now on the counter. Parker surging up the wing. Oh, loses his momentum. Plays it back safely. And, oh, it's now ended up back to him before I can even get my words out. Zach Brown to Koulibaly. Now McCormick. Who's that? Doug Dale. Puts a cross in. McCormick with the shot off the post. That was a thunderous effort. Definitely rattling the woodwork there. And Blyth lucky to get away without conceding a goal. Gillingham have now managed 3 shots. So that's a massive improvement on their first half performance, but still not a single shot on target. And not too much to worry about aside from that one rocket that hit the post. And we have a throw-in near the corner flag for Blyth. Perry losing possession though. Shelby now playing it upfield to Hayball. Hayball with a poor cross, intercepted by Naya Pembe. And now we have the ball deep in the Gillingham half. Comer with the cross, Brown with the shot. And that was saved by Dubois. Another save asked of Dubois, and that was a good one. I don't know why that should have been a goal, really. Just needed more power and accuracy. Perhaps send the ball a little bit further away from the keeper, and that might have been in. But we still have this 3-goal lead. There are only 3 minutes of normal time left to play. And it looks like there's almost certainly no coming back for Gillingham in this match. We've had 22 shots. Definitely producing the goods, this Blyth team. And right now it looks like we will be once again holding on to our third place position. Zach Brown is going to take a shot late in the game though. That's saved by Hilton. Blyth goalkeeper doing very well to come off best in that one-on-one situation. Now Navarro. Good tackle by Shelby. Sorry, I've got to pause the football for this. This is one for the Americans, obviously. Mouth says to Garrison, "Did you know that all the trees in Pennsylvania lean slightly to the west? That's because Ohio sucks and Jersey blows. What a burn." Somebody get some cream on that quickly. And there we have it, full time, 3-0 to Blyth. Right, so I think I just briefly saw our next opponent will be Billericay. Now, we are only just in the red at the moment. Only just in the red. Sorry, I just wanted to check my finances after that. So yeah, we're playing at home against Billericay. They're a former Moneybags team. I don't know if they still are in this game by this point. But they rocketed past us several seasons back. I think they've been at this level for a little while now. So they've had time to get established in this division. It could be a tough game. But we are playing at home. Definitely give Eddie Brown some praise for another brace of goals there. Overall rating coming out at 9.2. That's an absolutely fantastic performance from him. Oh, no way. That's really cool, Garrison. He says, so after the stream, went and played some Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Do you mean before sleep? I don't know. That reads weird. But he said, I had a complete nerdgasm when I found out that it has both Leonard Nimoy and Mark Hamill voice acting for that game. Well, that's the game's title. My God. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. What? What a title. You see, it just looks like really bad typing. I'm glad you said, but yeah. So is Sleep the company that made Kingdom Hearts? No? Why is it Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep? Oh, it's Square Enix, is it? I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. They're not even on my radar. Hey, I'm never down on you guys. I'm never down on you guys. Except when you can't say football correctly. Interesting thing about that though, Sarge. I can't actually say it. I can't say it because of YouTube rules. Oh, there's something I so want to say. I'll have to type it to you later. But there's an interesting point on what you've just said there that I think you'll find hilarious. But it's too non PC for me to say on either Twitch or YouTube, I think. Nope, definitely didn't, Mouth. I wonder if I can. No, there's just no way I can say it. There's no way I can say what I want to say there. It's just no two ways about it. I'm gonna have to send that in a PM. But trust me, it's funny. The Garrison says, I mean, the series has names in it like Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance. Kingdom Hearts is weird. Yeah, it certainly sounds it. But if it's a good game, it's a good game. Mal says next week is Happy Treason Day. You all know how to celebrate your Treason Day. It's a good day for you guys, isn't it? So what do you guys tend to do for the 4th of July? Anything fun? Because what I picture for it is everyone eats lots of food and sets off some fireworks. Is that how it's generally going down? I've never seen one or been to one, obviously. I'm not sure the Queen would approve. Sarge says, yes, it's the day we won the right to speak proper English. Oh, Sarge. Oh dear. Darnell Mintus, our Jamaican striker, has suffered what seems to be a very nasty injury. He's had a dislocated shoulder, out for 7 weeks to 3 months. Well, he's only a reserve, so I don't really want to send him to a specialist. We're a little bit too poor for that. Physio, he'll be out for 2 to 3 months. We do have a club doctor now, though. We've moved up in the world. We actually have our own doctor. I signed him just this season. So if I just send him... Yeah, and there's also a small chance that they'll be able to fix this recurring injury for good. Oh, crap, it's a recurring injury. That's bad. Okay, we'll use the doctor. I can't really afford to send him to a specialist. 1.4k, and we're already in the red. I just can't justify it because he is only a reserve player. Injured following a fall. I think he's been hanging out with Sarge, hasn't he? What have you been feeding my strikers, Sarge? Okay, let's give Connor Kamer some praise. And shout at Lewis Thomas. You're not going to get back into the first team if you're training like a moron, Lewis. Okay, bring on Billericay. Looking forward to playing these guys. I would love to be able to beat them. No worries, Sarge. You take it easy, buddy. And thanks for coming by and letting us know you're all good. Everyone was worried. But now we know you're all okay. Hope to see you next time. You might have missed. I'm not streaming on Tuesday, Sarge. I'm back with Battletech on Wednesday. Shell's parents are coming to visit next week, so I need to take at least one day off, and that's going to be Tuesday. So I'll be back with Battletech on Wednesday at the usual time. Right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this team again. Doing all right, isn't it? And away we go. Now we are playing at home, so this is a game I'm hoping to win. I will settle for a draw though, but a loss would be very upsetting. That'll come in handy, Garrison. Kingdom Hearts lore in a minute. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. It started off badly. Jay Sheehan scoring a banger of a goal for Billericay. So Norman with the free kick, just smashed upfield, straight to Sheehan. And what a shot that was. Keeper really not in a good position. I feel he's a little bit at fault there. Come out a little bit too far off his line. Let's go for a demand more. And if we lose this game, we will be dropping down to 4th out of the automatic promotion spots. So we definitely want to try to turn this around if we can. Corner for Billericay, taken by Tilly. Pumped into the box, headed away by Brown. Gray picks it up though for Billericay. Comer knocks him down, and that's the end of that. Comer has picked up a yellow card. Grimes with a good steal there. Now Comer, he's got support. Brown. Brown takes a shot himself. The shot is blocked by Bramall and goes out for a corner. Smith to take. Maya Pembe. Comer whips it in, headed away by Alowu. Now hacked upfield by Gray to Sheehan, the goal scorer. Downs. Norman. And Downs again. Oh, but good tackle there. Navarro on the counter. Gets the ball to Comer. Comer's in the box, takes the shot. And Vickers gets his hand down to save that. And we will have yet another corner. Smith whips it into the box nicely. Boone with the header, but over the bar this time. Pilkington, tackled by Grimes. Perry takes it away. Now Comer switching play up to the left flank, finding Brown. Plays in Smith. Smith with the cross to Comer, and Comer with the finish. What a goal. Excellent build-up there by Blyth, and a nice finish to boot. Connor Comer with his 7th goal of the season, courtesy of that cross from George Smith, the left wing-back. All the time and space in the world there for Comer to smash that in. Brilliant. Comer now with a free kick. Goes just wide of the post. So we have an equaliser before half-time. That's important. But Billericay are still threatening. Bramall in the box. Henderson shot blocked. Sheehan tackled, hacked away by Heaton. Upfield to Comer. Navarro looking nervous. Not great. Let's go for a demand more. See if screaming at him removes his nerves. Could work. Harry Clark picks up a yellow card for Blyth. Okay, whole team looking focused after that scream. Navarro with a free kick. What a strike! Excellent free kick by Luca Navarro. And that puts Blyth ahead. After going 1-0 down in the first 15 minutes, we now find ourselves in the lead in this match against Billericay. The score is 2-1. The goal scorer just now was Luca Navarro with a brilliant free kick. And it's almost half time now. Jordan Boone has now picked up a yellow card. As ever, we are picking up bookings like it's going out of fashion. Perry to Clark. And Naya Pembe. Good cross to Brown. Oh. Goal scoring opportunity for Eddie Brown there with his head, but denied by the Billericay keeper. And it's now half time. We're 2-1 up. Let's encourage the players. Tackle there by Smith to shut that Billericay attack down. Now Dougie Naya Pembe has picked up a yellow. That's 4 yellow cards for us so far. Save by Hilton, forced there. Did well though. And it does look like Billericay mean business. They certainly do. That's an equaliser by Nathaniel Henderson. Whatever their manager said at half-time, it's certainly sparked some life into these Billericay players. Sheehan, the goal scorer in the first half, providing the opportunity for the goal in the second half for Billericay. It's now 2-2. For a demand more, I feel. Anyone underperforming? Harry Clark's not doing so well, is he? We'll wait till we've passed the 60-minute mark or so. If he hasn't improved by then, I think we'll be taking him off. Clark playing a good ball forward to Eddie Brown. Brown with a good cross to Comer. Unfortunately, Comer didn't quite have the finish in him. Oh no, we're not going to get to take Clark off. Oh, maybe we are. Oh, I was convinced he was getting a red card there. Absolutely sure of it, and it looks like, have we gotten away with it? I think we have gotten away with it. Right, time to get him off the field. Not taking any more risks. So Nexus is going to come on in his place. We do have the lead in the shot number, but they're out-possessing us at the moment. I don't know, I feel like there might be another goal in either team right now. I'm just hoping it's for Blyth. Here we go, we've got Perry on the ball after that throw-in. That is back to the Gillingham goal right now, being forced away, but Boone plays it forward to Grimes. Grimes with the long ball, trying to find Naya Pembe, but failing. And Sheehan is on the attack for Gillingham. This is a dangerous situation. He's got 2 men in support. Downs with the shot, and there it is. That's goal number 3 for Billericay. Right after I said I feel like either team have got another goal in them, and it didn't go our way. Sheehan really making things work for his side today, scoring 1 and assisting 2 goals. He is the danger in this Billericay side by the looks of things. What can we do? I think maybe I'll just take Boone off at this late stage, just to avoid any potential red cards. But I think we've lost this game, unfortunately. 3 minutes, well, less than 3 minutes of normal time to go. 3-2 is the score. Oh my God, we've got a penalty. What's going on here? I didn't even see that occur. Comer will take the penalty. Come on, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. He scores it. Bottom left corner. And there's an equaliser so late on in the game. I can't believe it. I was resigning myself to the defeat here. And then we get a penalty. And suddenly it's 3-3 again. And I'm happy to take a draw at this stage. Please, please, can we have the draw? Grimes with a free kick for Blyth, pumps it into the box. If Brown gets that ball first, he will, and wins a corner for Blyth. Smith now to take it. Walton gathers that comfortably. And that's the final score, 3-3. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We'll take a point out of that game against a team that I would have expected to be a tough one for us to beat. Knowing that, you know, they had a lot of money pumped into that club. I think we've done just fine there to take a point away from our home fixture. Kanoshi Gaming, thank you for the host. How are you doing today? Okay, Connor Comer shines. He scored a brace. We'll give him some praise for that. Always good to see from one of your strikers, isn't it? So Bradford City are next. This is a huge game. Absolutely massive game for us. As they are ahead of us in the league table. And a win against them could allow us to creep our way up to second place in Sky Bet League 2. That's a massive fixture. So fingers crossed that goes our way. Now, we're away as well, so honestly, it's a game I expect we'll lose. But a draw would be great for us. Being able to scrape a point out of that, I'd be happy with. A win, obviously, would be spectacular. But after that, we do have what looks to be a possible recovery game against Morecambe. They're all the way down in 22nd in the division so far, and that's in the relegation zone for them, so they're not having a good start. and should potentially be a team we can beat. I'm not dead. Not yet, anyway. Right. Roll on Bradford. Comer making team of the week. Good man. And yeah, Bradford City are clear favourites. Obviously a much better side than we are. Let's just have a quick look at their history, because I've got a feeling they were in the division above this last season. No, 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 no. I'm hearing Willow making a I'm going to throw up noise. Give me 1 second, guys. That's a cat. Sorry about that, guys. Cat puking situation. I'm trying to find out where they were last season. So last season, yeah, they were in Sky Bet League One last season. They've been relegated. Yeah, so that explains why they're going to be so tough for us to beat. As we were in the division below last season, and they were in the division above. Quite a gap between the two clubs. So we'll be pretty lucky to be winning that game. Highly unlikely. Okay, this is currently my strongest side. Or is it? Or is it? Because I could always put Makepeace in. No, I think I'm going to leave it as is. I think this is good. So I really, realistically, I'm praying for a scrape of a draw against this Bradford side. So I'm going to put out this as what I think is my strongest side, and hope for the best. We're going to play attacking anyhow. No wussy defensive parking the bus style football for us. We're going to go all out and hope for the best. See if we can outscore them. And we're playing in the rain in Bradford. A weather condition this Blyth team are well and truly used to. And Hilton is still holding on to the #1 shirt in goal for us so far. But I'm keeping an eye on his performances. If he hits a bad patch, Thomas will creep back in. Pretty uneventful first 20 minutes or so. Brown in the box though for Blyth. Plays it back to Smith. Smith with the cross to Comer. Comer's head. Oh, he's offside. I thought he looked a bit far forward to be getting away with it. Oh dear. Multiple players offside, I think, at the point the ball was kicked. That's a shame. The maker up to Morris. Hilton will get to that ball first. Safe hands there at the back by Joe Hilton. Goal kick played straight up the middle. Clark trying to pump the ball forward for Blyth. A little bit scrappy at the moment. Need a little bit more accuracy in the pass, but that's looking good. Good exchange between Brown and George Smith, resulting in a shot, but an easy save for Bradford's keeper, Cook. Hey Lucas, it's good, thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Oh, well, it was good. Now it's slightly less good. Just conceded a goal to Bradford City. As I said, I'm not really going to be surprised if they hammer us here. They are a much better side. Harbottle capitalising from that unfortunate deflection there and scoring a goal for his side. We had a good start in this division though. 10 games in, we were still in an automatic promotion spot. We were third. This result, oh, there's another goal so quickly. Tim Thomas this time, 2-0 to Bradford. Yeah, we're going to get hammered here. Yeah, this result will knock us down to 4th, so into the playoff positions. But for our first season in Sky Bet League 2, we're in a fantastic position, so I can't be too disappointed. At the moment, Bradford are all over us. And another highlight for them. Rose with a free kick. Saved by Hilton. We've only managed a solitary shot. And that wasn't even on target so far this game. Bradford doing very well to shut down our attacking style. I do feel like we're lacking some accuracy in the passes. The balls being played into the final third are pretty poor so far today, and that's costing us. Harbottle, the goal scorer. Oh, shot blocked this time. But a good opportunity for him. He took the ball down well. Great little dribble. Looked like he confused the entire Blyth defence. Gets the shot away, but it was blocked. Anything major happen transfer-wise? Yeah, I've brought in quite a few players on frees. I don't think I spent any money on anyone, but went for a lot of free transfers. Sorry, just get this traditional aggressive half-time bollocking out of the way. But I'll show you the transfer history after this match, assuming I remember to do so. Gordon Boone, bruised ankle. I think I'll leave him on for now. He's got time to recover from that. Grimes to Smith. Smith. Shot shut down very easily by the Bradford defender. But we do get a corner out of it. Navarro's corner. Unsuccessful. Right, what are we on? 53 minutes. We've got some pretty appalling performances across the board. Terry stands out. Navarro, Heaton as being the worst, but too early to make a substitution. Go for encouragement. See if that works. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. Goal number 2 for Cameron Harbottle. And that was quite a ridiculous goal. Let's see that again. And Hartley to Thomas. Thomas takes it away from his man well, puts a cross in. And then, what was that? I mean, it looked like it bounced off the Blyth defender and then off Harbottle. It certainly wasn't a strike. It just seemed to take a lucky bounce and go in. Unfortunate. But we're now 3-0 down against Bradford, and honestly, it's not really surprising, is it? There is a gulf of talent between these two sides. Bradford, their first season in this division after relegation from League One. Blyth, our first season in this division after promotion from the Vanarama National. So we have some catching up to do, but if results stand as they are right now, all the fixtures are going in our favour and we will hold on to third place. Homer with a good goal there. We have a goal for dignity. It's now 3-1. Connor Comer's 9th goal of the season. Great strike. Great strike there from our poacher. Plenty of power, nice and accurate. And it pulls one back at least. Oh man, what to do? What to do? Yeah, I'll leave it alone for a little bit longer. No, I won't. I think we're going to have to take Perry off. Picked up a yellow. His performance has dropped even lower. And I don't want to see a red card. So Nexus is going to come on. And then we'll have to do a bit of shuffling. That will do, I suppose. But yeah, I think we're going to lose this game for sure at this point. Ooh, dangerous header there, off the post. And out again, hacked away by Noah Pembe. Smith with a throw in for Blyth. Plays it to Nexus, back to Smith. Cross looking for Comer. Comer with the header. Saved by Cook of Bradford. Or was it? Did that just go wide? Could have just gone wide actually. We didn't seem to get a corner out of it. Staunton and Bradford, but they're being forced back into their half by pressure from the Blyth players at the moment. Eventually played all the way back to Cook and hoofs it upfield. Bradford looking for a way through Blyth players at the moment. Patience is paying off as the ball comes to Morris. He gets a shot away. Hilton couldn't quite hold on to it first time, but does gather it quickly enough before the follow-up can be made. Thomas now with a shot opportunity. Again saved by Hilton. Out for a corner kick to Bradford this time. And no time at all left in this game, really. 7 minutes left. Going to make some desperate substitutions. I'm just going to make the one. I'll leave Boone on. Although last time I decided that he did screw up and cause a goal to be conceded. But that won't matter at this stage as we are 2 goals down with only 3 minutes to go. I can't see us recovering this even to a draw. Clark to Grimes. Nexus with the shot. Oh, wrong side of the post, Nexus. I thought that was going to be a goal there. Still wouldn't have won us the game, but it was nice to claw one back so that we don't lose too much on the goal difference. But it does look like we are going to lose this by 2 goals. The score 3-1 to Bradford. We've only managed a single shot on target all game. Pretty dismal. And yes, now Tranmere have gone ahead of us. So we slipped down to 4th in the table after that result. That's a shame, but not unexpected against that Bradford City side. So let's just show the players that I've brought in. Transfer history. Here we go. So this is what I brought in this season. Taylor Perry, Harry Clark, Lewis Smith, Josh Heaton, Dougie Nyapembe, Sean Cavanagh, Eddie Brown, Harrison Devine, Stuart Grimes, Virgil Gomes, and Matthew Elsdon. A huge number of players, all in on frees, all in on free transfers. And we saw Kafalis leave, Des Prez leave, and Harvey Smith has gone out on loan. So a lot of players brought in to try to strengthen the team up to survive in this division, and so far it's working out. So far it's working out nicely. We're, not only keeping ourselves away from the drop zone, but we are keeping ourselves close to the promotion. So certainly paying off bringing in all those players so far. Probably could do with a little better team cohesion as a result of bringing in so many new faces, and the atmosphere could be a little bit better in the dressing room, but it's not too bad at the moment. Now we've got Morecambe next, and they are very bottom of the league. Dead bottom, absolute last. There we go. They have only managed 2 wins all season and a total of 7 points. So we've got a great chance of beating this Morecambe side. Yes, it certainly is, Lucas. I think we are on like season 6 or 7 now, though. So a lot has changed. He was just saying that league is mad. Salford, Telford, York, Stockport. Yeah. I wonder what the Premiership looks like now. I'll have a quick look at that. Okay, Blyth are comfortable favourites. That's just what we want to see. Right, let's just have a quick look at the Premiership. I'm just curious who's in there and who's not. Well, there's the Championship. Derby, just about in the playoff zone at the moment. 9 games in. Got Newcastle. Villa, still down in the Championship. Norwich. Hull. Millwall, still surviving it somehow. Forest in the relegation zone. Jesus. Okay. Let's see who's in the Premiership then. So at the top we've got Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Southampton, Tottenham, Watford, Everton, Swansea, Burnley, Leeds, Leicester, West Ham, Blackburn, Man United, Brighton, Reading, Bournemouth, West Brom and Stoke. Yeah, no real surprises there, to be honest, so far. All pretty familiar faces at that level of football. All right, let's play Morecambe. Hopefully this will give us a bit of a morale boost after that crushing defeat to Bradford. Both teams in inconsistent form at the moment. Oh, and we're missing Perry due to suspension. Too many yellow cards for him. So I think I'll bring Makepeace in. Or will I? Hold on. Let me think this through. Do it this way. Yeah, let's have Makepeace. There we go. That's an easy swap. Everyone else... Oh, no, I can't leave everyone else the same. Boone is too tired for this game. So Elsdon will get the nod at centre-back. Nia Pemby's only on 83. Ah, crap. I mean, I suppose we are playing a sucky team, so it's not so bad that I've got to swap some players out. Grimes on 87. Do I leave him in? Do I leave him in? I think I will. I think I will. We've got Nexus on the bench. Right, let's crack on with this match. Tell the team in no uncertain terms that they must show an improvement from our last outing. Yeah, I'm all good with that, Tony. For a change, he's gone for a good kick-off team talk. And we're off, playing at home against bottom of the division, Morecambe. And this should be a fairly straightforward match for us. Although 15 minutes have gone by and we've not managed a single shot. Let's go for a demand more. Mason takes a corner from Morecambe. Makepeace with the header away. Leak gets on the end of it though. Mason again, chance to put a cross in. Plays it to Brownsword. Really? Brownsword? That's his name? Okay. Makepeace on the counter for Blyth. Oh, poor ball forward though. Seems Brown couldn't make it first. Wow. I don't know how this guy made it through school with a name like that, but somehow he did. Well done, buddy. Well done. It must have been pretty rough. Okay. Almost half time and very uneventful first 45 minutes. We do have a highlight just before the whistle, it seems. Not much of one. Hearing taking the ball away from the Blyth attacker there. And that has come to absolutely nothing so far. Is this actually going to be a Morecambe highlight in the end? No, it's flipped back. Clark to Makepeace. Now Grimes out wide. On the left is Kavanagh. Puts a cross in. Grimes with the shot, and it's a goal for Blyth. That was a long highlight. I was worrying someone was going to score. I didn't think it was going to be us until it flipped back around. Stuart Grimes with his first goal of the season. The midfielder scoring to put us ahead. 1-0 against this struggling Morecambe side. That was a great turn and strike there. Well played, Grimes. You played well so far, but there's room for improvement, I'm going to say. Oh, that didn't work out at all. We motivated Connor Comer, but nobody else. Oops. Good tackle by Grimes. Seems to be about the only player performing well for me today. Wow, again, very uneventful second half, just like the first, and only a goal separating the two sides. Oh, finally we get a highlight, 69th minute. Clark, oh, kicked away, way upfield into the Blyth half, but Heaton will get to that ball first. Puts it straight back up Morecambe's end. And Navarro, Cavanagh. Clark, Cavanagh again. Puts a cross in. Comer on the end of it, but that's a free kick to Morecambe. There was a foul on Brown's sword. Cavanagh now, corner kick. Oh, Heaton, good header, but saved. Unfortunate. Now Leak on the counter for Morecambe. Support rushing up, but not before Kebby can take the ball away from him with a good tackle and put it out for a throw. The Brown sword has come off. Got a couple of strikers underperforming for us so far this game. Possibly explains the scoreline. I'm going to go for a demand more rather than taking them off at the moment. But no, screw it. We're really late in the game. Quick analysis. No. I think I'm going to bring Devine on. Maybe actually I'll bring Devine and Gomez on. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? There's only 7 minutes in normal time to play. Let's see if the substitute strikers can perform a little better than the others have been. Oh, Hilton making an important save there from that Morecambe free kick. That could very well have been an equaliser for them. Johnston now with a throw into Daly and Morecambe. Now Heath. Johnston again. Ooh, danger zone. Kebby again making an important tackle to deny Morecambe that attack. Hilton with the goal kick to Kebby. Now Grimes. Homer. Vanna on the left. Into substitute Devine. Back to Cavanagh. Cross coming in. Comer's going to get on the end of that. Saved by Huffer. Safe hands by Hilton, and there are only seconds left of this match between Blyth and Morecambe. Very disappointing and uneventful, except for the one goal that Blyth scored. And hopefully we can hang on to it for the next few seconds and take the 3 points from this match. There it is. We've got it. We got the win. That was disappointing though. Very disappointing. I was hoping for a bigger scoreline. But we'll take it. A win's a win. I'm going to say we got away with that today. Oh, no, actually. I'm going to say a good win because worried that if they take it the wrong way, I could ruin their morale going into this next match. And we're away against Colchester United. Colchester United, a team that I've watched a bunch of their games quite some years ago now. But when I was at university, Colchester were the local team. I went to the University of Essex. And yeah, Colchester was the local side, and I used to go watch them as and when I could afford it. That didn't last too long, but I did manage to see them for a bunch of games. I've even got a shirt. Got a Colchester United football shirt tucked away somewhere. So we've got a nice full week gap to recover from that last match against Morecambe before we play Colchester. So unless we pick up any injuries in training, we should be able to put out our strongest side for this. Colchester away is probably going to be tough for us. Lucas says, it's funny that I'm at university up in Preston and I'm sure I've got a Preston North End shirt around somewhere. Never actually been to a match though. Good luck with your degree, Lucas. Hope it goes well. What are you studying? What's your subject? So we have picked up an injury in training. Luca Navarro, unfortunately. Tight hamstring. Should have enough time to recover before the match, though. Hopefully not too much to worry about. It's pretty much all done and dusted. I graduate next month. Oh, awesome. Congratulations. Oh, you're looking to continue with a master's, doing business management. Good degree to have in this day and age. Nice. Oh, congratulations. No, we can't sign any more coaches. I don't know why it keeps telling me over and over. Oh, sign coaches. We haven't got them for this. I'm not allowed. The board won't let me. Right. Oh, man, we've got to play York after Colchester. Oh, bad memories of York. They were a bogey team for us when we were in the Vanarama National. Not looking forward to playing them again. And of course, having spent at least one more season than us in this division, they'll probably have a better side. Although right now they're down in 15th. So we are doing better in terms of league placement. Oh, I've got to put Alex Hunt on the transfer market, have I? That sucks. He did well for us last season. Oh, and Hinchcliffe's injured. Only 4 to 7 days, though. That's not bad, is it? I'll leave that to physio. Easy win predicted for Colchester. Crap. It's going to be like that Bradford City game all over again, isn't it? Too much quality, and we're playing away. So we're in for a rough ride here, I think. Oh, Josh Okocha. I tried to sign him ages ago. Still looks to be a quality player as well. The Nigerian, playing for Telford. Well, we beat his side recently in the Checker Trade group game. How's the bank balance looking? Good question, Cold Steel. Good question. Let's have a look. Probably not great. Okay, we're 22k in the red. I mean, that's okay. It's survivable. It's just we kind of need these cup games. But I've got a problem with that because I don't want to stay in the cup because I want to have my team fitter for doing well in the league and hopefully just get promoted after just one season. But the downside is if I don't stay in the cups, I'm going to end up losing a load of money. But then again, you know, the board might just cover that and inject some cash into the club, particularly if I win promotion. So it's a tough decision to make about whether to try hard in the cups or not, and I pretty much already decided that I'm not going to. And just hope it doesn't bankrupt the club. Right. Perry, I'm going to bring back in place of Makepeace. Now his suspension is over. And I think we're good to go. Oh, no, we're not. No. We are definitely not. We've got to sort the wing backs out as well. There we go. And Boone back in for Elsdon. There we have it. Right, now are we good to go? I think we are. Let's just check, see if anyone's having really terrible performances. Actually, Perry's not doing great there, is he? He needs to sort his life out. I'm going to speak to him. Criticise recent form. Let's go with you've been making a few mistakes lately, but I want you to know I have faith in you. The team needs to help you get back in form. Try that. Okay. See if he picks his ideas up. Don't want to be too harsh on him. Not yet, anyway. That'll come later if he continues to suck. But yeah, considering he's one of the most talented midfielders I've got in the club. In fact, he's the most talented midfielder I've got in the club. Seeing his performance levels as low as they are is pretty disappointing. Right, we're not going to win this game. We're absolutely not going to win this game, but we'll give it a shot. Let's try our best. Yes, I think most of the players are on full-time contracts now, Lucas. We went full-time after winning the Vanarama National. And so all of the contracts that got renewed are obviously full-time contracts now. And I think everybody that's in the current team had a contract that had to be renewed. I might be wrong there, but I think I had to renew a hell of a lot of contracts. Okay, so we are looking like we're going to be attacking this Colchester goal. But with shots like that from Clark, I don't think they're going to be under any threat anytime soon. Navarro with a free kick, smashed straight into the wall. Heaton picks up the loose ball. Back to Navarro for another try. What are you going to do with it? Oh, lose possession. Oh well. Go for a demand more. Boone picked up a yellow card. Not what I want to see on my centre back. He's going to have to play cautiously for the rest of the game. Could give us some problems at the back. Oh, and here's one already. Rimmer with a shot. Jed Rimmer scoring a goal for Colchester United. That's 1-0 to them. Wow, that didn't take them long, did it? Maguire drew with the cross. Rimmer just beating the Blyth man to the ball there and scoring. I think that's George Smith made that error there. Oh, and speaking of which, he's now picked up an injury. That's not good. Potential foot injury. We've got Kavanagh on the bench, but George Smith is quite a lot better than Kavanagh. Well, that's a huge blow if he's going to be out injured. And it looks like Rimmer's picked up an injury. He has. That's, of course, the goal scorer for Colchester. Comer's got a goal-scoring opportunity here, and he takes it beautifully. And that's an equaliser for Blyth. 1-1. Conor Comer with his 10th goal of the season. And again, Naya Pembe with a great assist. He's really racking up the assists for Blyth this season. This time from very deep within his own half. Absolutely smashed it upfield for Comer to run onto and score. Brilliant equaliser. And that gives us a little ray of hope in this game. And honestly, stats-wise, it looks like we've got every chance of winning this. Colchester, just a single shot on target. Of course, they scored from it, but we've got the possession. We've got the shot numbers. And it's now half-time. Let's tell the boys they're doing well. Jordan Boone's performance is very concerning for me right now. He's on 6.3 and a yellow card. So tempted to take him off. But we've only just kicked off the second half. Question is, how long do I risk him for? He's not improved. We're 55 minutes in. I'm gonna make the change. I'm feeling very nervous about him. I've just got a horrible feeling he's going to pick up a red if I don't get him off the field soon. Off he comes. So Elsdon is now on, and I can feel a little bit more confident about my back two. Comer, he's through on goal again, and he scores again. I was kind of expecting the pass there to be made for an easy tap in for Brown, but Comer takes it all himself. He scored goal number 11 for him. This time Josh Heaton with the massive long ball upfield. Seems our long ball strategy is working out nicely today. The score is now 2-1. We have taken the lead away at Colchester. Drew trying desperately to get his team back in this game with a shot there, but high and wide is not going to be good enough. Okay, I'm going to give the team some praise. We're taking a risk here. Well, they're fired up by that. Looks like it's going well. Let's hope they don't get complacent. Like Colchester's manager has fired up his team as well, though. 15 minutes of normal time left in this game. Just a 1-goal lead for Blyth. Very close. Comer again in the box. Oh my God. He's scored his hat-trick. That is the first hat-trick for Blyth this season, I think. And it goes to Conor Comer. What a game he's having. And really got to give some praise to the provisions as well. The assists. The assisting players doing very well to put Comer in these positions, but Comer also doing fantastically to finish from the opportunities. 3-1 now for Blyth, and Comer on a hat-trick, and here he is again. This time crossing to Brown, and oh, Brown, that was awful. Brown should have scored that. That was a sitter, but he heads it wide of the post. Wow. Only 4 minutes of normal time left to go. Navarro with a corner for Blyth. And that's going to be a penalty. And Comer could be scoring goal number 4 if he puts away this penalty kick. He steps up. He smashes it home, and that is 4-1. And all 4 goals scored by Conor Comer of Blyth. 13th goal of the season for him. And what a game. He's on 9.6 for his rating. Decent penalty there into the top right corner. Cole still says Brown equals crooked foot. Or I think it was his head, so maybe he's got a crooked head. Clark to Perry. Perry to Grimes. Now Brown. Oh, Brown tries one last shot on goal, but doesn't find the target. But he doesn't need to. We win that game so comfortably in the end. 4-1. Unbelievable turnaround after conceding to Jed Rimmer's goal in the first half. Colchester 1-0 up. And then, yeah, just 4 goals by Conor Comer. What more can you say? What a game for him. And of course he gets man of the match. No surprise there. Very important result for us, that. An away game against a tough team who apparently were clear favourites, but just did not perform on the day. And that puts us into second place. We're crawling back up the table, lads. Look at this. We've been just about holding on to third. We dropped briefly down to fourth. We are back up to second now. And first place is within reach. Bradford City are within reach. We are joint on the same total for goal difference with Bradford. So we could tie them on points if we win and they lose in any of the upcoming games. And that could be also enough to put our goal difference ahead of them. So we could take top spot. Right now, we're just ahead of Southend on goal difference alone. We've scored one more. Well, sorry, we're +1 goal difference ahead of them. Ours is +12. Theirs is +11. Tied on points. It's very tight at the top. 12 games into this season, but it's looking so good for us. Our chances of automatic promotion do seem to be on the cards. George Smith is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's a blow. That is a massive downer. What a shame. He's a very important player to us, but nothing we can do about it. Definitely going to praise Conor Comer's performance there. That was fantastic. He was indeed a one-man wrecking crew. Yeah, Cole Steele says that was quite a game for him. Possibly won't be beaten all season. And there we go. Yeah, Blyth loose key man, and he is a key man, George Smith. He really is. That's a massive blow. We'll have to survive without him. Do you know what I've not looked at in a while? Let's have a look at the player tables. Conor Comer, there we go. After he scores 4 goals in a game, I knew that was the right time to look at this. And he is league top scorer right now. 13 goals from 12 appearances. That's a good tally. Shane Gaffney of Oldham in second place on 10 goals. Irishman there. And then Mattia Finotto, an Italian, 32 years of age, is in third place. Luca Navarro also just about in the table with 6. But yeah, looking good. Thank you, Cold Steel. Good save, dude. So I was just saying, York, we've got next. They're a bogey team for us in the past. We've lost 5 of our last 5 fixtures against them. But maybe this is the day we break that cycle. Maybe we can get a win, because we are touted as comfortable favourites. But there's still just in the back of my mind, oh, we always lose to York. We always lose to York. We're probably going to lose again. I certainly hope not. Our league position is so good right now. I want to keep preserving that, stay in that green zone of the automatic promotion places. And I'm not even bothered about winning the league. As long as we're first, second, or third, I'll be happy. And we'll go up to League One, and things start getting really serious. Okay, so we are going to have to play without left wing back, George Smith. But we've got Kavanagh available, and we will have to stick Wall on the bench. Glad I kept hold of him. Okay. Oh God, the team is absolutely knackered. Look at the state of this. We're going to have to make more changes than that. Okay, let's get Gomez on. Sorry, I'm just talking to Shell. I said, what are you eating? It smells like arse. she said, strawberries and yogurt. It's like, oh, that shouldn't smell like arse. Why is that? Who am I going to put on? Shall we bring on Morrison? Do that. And we got Grimes. 83% is not fit enough. Get Makepeace on then. So we're not putting out our first team here, unfortunately. Had to make a few changes. I hope that doesn't screw our chances of being able to beat York, though. Ah, of course, we have Smith as well, don't we? Yeah, let's put Smith on in place of Morrison. Smith is fit enough. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Enough messing about. Let's go. Many years of practice, I guess, Cold Steel. That's how. Cold Steel was saying, Shell, how do you put up with him? And we're off. Playing at Croft Park in the rain. Nothing new there. And I'm pretty sure York will be well and truly used to rain as well. That's not going to throw their game off. Maybe an early goal for Blyth will, though. We can only hope we get one. We're not going to score like that. Not much happening at the moment. Oh, here we go. Kavanagh heading away, but only as far as York's Lambert. Warner tackled by Kavanagh again. Kavanagh twice in a row saving Blyth from a York shot. I guess he's happy to be on the field in place of the injured George Smith. Gomez plays it to Comer. Comer's one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, he tries a cheeky little dink, but does not pull it off. Bramley sees that coming all the way and makes the save. Nothing happening. Absolutely nothing happening. At least York haven't had a shot. I'm going to demand more. Because the boys are sucking right now. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is scoring goals. We've had 2 shots on target out of the 7 we've taken. So far picked up a yellow card. Oh, 2 yellow cards make that. Finally a highlight. Only a few minutes away from the half-time whistle. Makepeace to Naya Pembe. This pass takes a deflection, but Smith claims it and then plays in Kavanagh. Kavanagh's tackled by Warner. And York are on the counter. Peters puts in a cross to Anderson. Anderson. What's that? That's a penalty. Oh, no. Why are York our bogey team? Why? Flores will take the penalty for York, and he scores it. Joe Hilton, unfortunate, not able to save. And it's 1-0 to York just before half-time. Cole still says, like my wife, many, many years of practice mixed with love and patience. Patience is definitely a key one, isn't it? That's how any good relationship lasts. Well, that sucks. And speaking of patience, I'm not going to have very much of it with my team at half-time in the dressing room. We are going to go for the full-on aggressive half-time bollocking, because that is terrible. We are clear favourites in this game. We were looking to be in control, but we're just not getting the highlights. Things seem to be breaking down for us in the final third. And then all of a sudden we concede a penalty, which results in a goal for York. And we're 1-0 down. And we're at home as well. This is our best opportunity to break the cycle of losses against York City. And we seem to be throwing it down the drain right now. A 3rd yellow card picked up for Blyth. Lewis Smith this time. And we have got some pretty shocking performances happening right now. It's worth noting we did have to put out a weakened side, but even with that, we should be able to win this game. At the very least, draw it. But we're 1-0 down at the moment. Can this be changed? Kavanagh. Smith. Switching up play to Naya Pembe. Perry. Smith. Come on, boys. Let's get a goal. Makepeace. Chipped over the top, looking for Brown. Brown gets to it. Plays Kavanagh in. Smith with the header. Saved by Bramley. And for a demand more as Connor Comer steps up to take a free kick, and there's the equaliser! What a bit of play that was. Free kick by Comer, headed down by Gomez, and then smashed into the back of the net by Smith. Look at that. Nice link up between Gomez and Smith. Brilliant. It's 1-1, but how long for? I'm not going to be happy with a draw, really. Not at home. I want to win. 20 minutes to go. Plenty of time for us to snatch another goal. But we've got some pretty exhausted players on the field right now. I think I'm going to have to make these substitutions. Perry, for a start, is going to have to come off. That means bringing Nexus on. And the other one is Kavana. He's down to 64%. He's actually been playing really well. He's on a 6.9, so it's a shame to have to bring him off, but he's done too much running, it seems. He's been working too hard for the side, and he's not got the legs to see this match through, so going to have to make those two changes and hope that it doesn't result in us conceding a goal. Ponas? Thank you very much for the follow, and please feel free to let me know how to pronounce that correctly if I'm getting it wrong, but thank you so much. And as that's happening, Brown scores a goal that's disallowed. He was clearly way offside there. Let's see that again. Nexus. Oh, no, not as far as I thought he was. Didn't see this man here. But yeah, he was only just offside, it turns out. So a little bit unfortunate there. That could have been the winner for us. Yeah, Makepeace, unfortunately, is going to have to stay on. I don't have another midfielder on the bench. So he's going to have to see this match through. Perry was looking a little bit more shaky. He was tired, and he was also on a yellow at the time. Right, we are now in added time. Makepeace makes a mistake just as we're talking about. Loses possession to Pike, who plays it to Warner. Please don't concede. Not like this. Over the bar and out for a goal kick to Blyth. Now less than a minute to go. And it looks like we will be settling for a draw, which honestly is an improvement. Like our last 5 fixtures against York, we've lost every single one of them. So a draw is a step forward in the right direction. And I would say that's enough to claim that we've finally broken the jinx. We've broken the run of York being a bogey team for us if we do manage to hold on to this result. At least we're claiming a point. And there it is. 1-1 is the score we will have to settle for in this home fixture against York City. I honestly, we could have won that. It would have been a scraped win by a goal, but unfortunately a penalty was given away, and Jordan Flores put that away for York City. And that's all it took for them to cling on to a draw. They only had 5 shots all game, 3 on target. I mean, really, on paper we should have had a win. I feel, but a draw it is, and I'm going to tell them that performance was disappointing, because it was. No worries, Ponus. So, where does that leave us? Looks like we're still in 3rd then. After featuring the last league match, Sean Cavanagh is now 1 appearance away from making 5 league appearances, which will trigger a contract clause that will add an additional year onto his contract. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I remember agreeing to that. He's going to be fine for another year as a reserve wing back, I feel. Yeah, that's right, Cold Steel. Not enough quality shots, definitely. Just disappointing stuff up front sometimes. And considering we've got 3 strikers, I think, well, you know, if 1 or 2 of them are doing badly, we only need 1 of them to have a good day to come away with some goals. But sometimes all 3 of them are having a bad day, it seems. Let's praise Coma's training. Clearly worth doing, as he's a first-team player. And he got Player of the Month. No surprise, really, because he did have a 4-goal game. And, yeah, scoring 7 goals in 6 appearances. Average rating of 6.3. Connor Coma, Player of the Month for September. Well done. And last we looked, he was also league top goal scorer. So we got Telford next in the league this time. Already played them in the Checkatrade Trophy, and we did beat them in that with a reserve side. So hopefully our first team can smash them in the league. So we are complying with the financial fair play regulations so far. That's good. Don't want to get on the wrong side of that. So we've got a bit of a tight run of fixtures here, because we've got a Saturday game, and then we've got to play Stockport on the following Tuesday, and then Carlisle on the Saturday after that again. We're going to have some tired players. We're going to have to rotate. Oh, hold on. Stockport is in the Checkatrade, so actually we'll just play a reserve team for that, and then we'll be fine, won't we? So I'm going to put out my strongest team for this coming match. Why is he being suggested for free kicks? He's only got 10. Correct. Yeah, so we are away, Telford. Makes life a little bit tougher. But they're a team, as I said, we've already beaten in the Checkatrade Trophy with a reserve side. So unless, I mean, they might have put out a reserve side for that as well, to be fair. Who knows? But I am hoping we can beat them. Southport want Nexus on loan. Yeah, no, we can't loan Nexus out. We need him. He's the only homegrown player, and we need one in our match squad every match in this division. Okay. It's time. Right. First of all, though, need to swap in the first team players. As we had to do, well, we had to make some changes, didn't we? Going into this last game. Playing some weaker players. Smith is going to be out injured for a while. That really sucks. I'm just going to have to get used to dealing without him. But I should be able to switch my midfielders. Right, let's get Grimes on. Perry. Who do I normally have there? Is it Smith? Oh no, it was Clark, wasn't it? But Clark right now is being outperformed by Smith. I mean, Smith's average rating is higher, so we'll keep Smith on the field then. That will do me, I believe. Just doing a quick idiot check in case of stupidity. Actually, Hilton. No, do you know what? Those average ratings are still fine. We're keeping Hilton as number one. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I've just seen my fitness levels. They're absolutely appalling. This is why we idiot check. So I'm going to have to put Kebby on for Naya Pembe. Heaton will have Elsden on instead of him. And we'll chance the rest. We'll chance the rest, I think. No, actually, let's get Gomis off the bench. I'll take an extra midfielder on the bench because I've got a couple of tired midfielders. I might feasibly have to change them both at some point. Okay, we'll go with this. We'll take a gamble. So not the team I really wanted to put out against Telford, sadly. We're putting out a bit of a weaker side than I'd hoped, but not a lot you can do when you've got a tight schedule. And yeah, obviously not a particularly fit side. They're not top flight footballers, are they? So they're going to get a bit tired. Navarro with a free kick, smashing it straight into the Telford wall. Grimes will pick up the rebound. Keep the attack going. He tries to put a searching ball into the box, but it's headed away by the Telford defence. And that's the end of that highlight. Hilton now to Boone. Playing it short at the back. Boone thinking about what he's going to do before smashing it way upfield. Looking for Brown, but fails to find him. Finds only a Telford white shirt. Heavy cutting out the potential through ball for the Telford attack, though. Some very poor passing from both sides at the moment. Both sides are going to have to improve if we're going to see some shots on goal. But speaking of which, Comer is through on goal. He's in the box. Evans saves the shot attempt, though. I really would like to see Comer make more passes in that situation, though, because there's always a man there waiting for a pass and a tap-in, and Comer just shoots himself all too often. I mean, he's league top goal scorer as a consequence, but he also squanders too many opportunities as a result of his greed. And speaking of opportunities, there's one for Telford, and they take it. Morgan Ferrier scoring his 4th goal of the season to put Telford 1-0 up inside of 20 minutes in this game. And I don't know, that kind of felt like it was against the run of play for me, but unfortunate. Hilton making the first save and unable to do anything about the rebound. Let's go for a demand more. Telford players overwhelmed, that's good. Can we get 1 goal before half-time? Here we go. Kavanagh with a throw to Perry. Kavanagh crossing the ball in. Oh, and Evans claims it, plucks it out of the air and makes it his own. No opportunity for Blyth there. Homer now. Come on, make a pass. Oh, it's a poor one, though. Kavanagh will pick that up in midfield. Plays in Perry. Now Kavanagh again. Now Smith. Lewis Smith to Kavanagh, then Grimes. Some short passing happening while the Blyth midfielders are searching for an opening. Grimes finds one in the form of Kebby, who takes a shot. And that's saved by Evans and goes out for a corner. Kavanagh takes the corner. Defended well by the Telford back line. 1 minute to go until half-time. 5 players looking plenty motivated, but just not getting the goals. Not getting the goals we need. And if this result stands and everything else stays the same, we'll be going down to our lowest position all season after this result, which is 5th. Not what we want to see. Yeah, it was a poor corner, wasn't it? Right, half-time. Gonna have to go for the aggressive bollocking. Show me something else. You scumbags. Get out there and score some goals. Right. Even a draw won't be enough for us out of this game. We need a win here to hold on to 3rd place. Homer. Tackled by Gallagher, but it is a foul. We'll get a free kick out of it. Apparently it was a poor one though, as there's no highlight off the back of it. Team's still looking motivated, but just not getting the goals, are we? Hilton is having a terrible game. Finally his form is broken. He's down on a 6.3, so looks like Thomas will be getting a game next match. Brown, come on. Oh, no. Disappointment. I thought Brown was going to equalise for us there. Just not to be, is it? Yeah, Hilton clearly having a poor game, down on a 6.3. And it's time to make a decision about substitutions, really. Might actually just take Hilton off. Pretty unusual to sub your keeper off halfway through a game, but well, more than halfway through. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take Navarro off as well. We'll get Divine on. And leave it at that, I think. But yeah, Hilton on a 6.3. It's pretty disappointing. And if I'm going to even get a draw out of this, I can't be conceding another goal. And on that rating, there's every chance Hilton might let another one past him. Let's hope not, though. Right. Demand more. It's time. The team's been looking motivated for ages, but we're just not scoring. And the downside to having to make those substitutions is I'm going to have some very tired players. Yeah, Lewis Smith looks to be the first, well, the only one that I'm going to be able to take off. Because that will be my third substitute. Bring Makepeace on in his place. And that is me all out of subs. We have 9 minutes of normal time left to play. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass. Let's hope there are no injuries. Really underperforming in this game. I say that, but on paper we're pretty even. But in terms of goal tally, Telford are going to walk away with the 3 points and Blyth with nothing if things remain as they are. Let's switch up to very attacking. What have we got to lose right now? Three minutes of added time. Cavanagh with a free kick. Come on. No. No. It's too long. It's too long. We failed to get the header. It overshot Matthew Elsdon. And now Telford are on the attack. 2 minutes to go. Bills to Lawrence with the header. Oh, Lawrence is offside, but it's a dangerous looking header, just wide of the far post though. Come on, lads. Seconds left. Brown to Cavanagh. Put a cross in, Cavanagh. Come on, Makepeace. Anyone. Grimes. Tackled by Pitt, but that is a foul. So we've got a free kick. One last chance. 1 minute to go. Cavanagh steps up. Oh, puts it just over the bar. We're not going to beat Telford, are we? It's looking like we're going to have to take a loss. Still, we've not lost many this season, so I shouldn't be complaining, but it is upsetting to see us slip down the table so much as a consequence of this result. And we'll be dropping down to 5th, our lowest position all season. And there it is. Telford have managed to beat us 1-0 in the end. And yeah, I mean, honestly, on paper, I feel like we've been a little bit cheated there. That could very well have been a draw. But we have come away with 0 points. Tony says, don't be tough on the team. I'll take his advice. Fair enough. It was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? So, Stockport next, and that's in the Checkatrade Trophy. So, I will be playing a reserve team for that. I'm not too fussed about results in that. Going to be a tough game, though. Stockport, second in our little group. Not as tough as if we were playing Man City reserves, though. So, you know, there is that. And I've just spotted Naya Pembe is going on international duty as well. So, yeah, Naya Pembe's gone. 2 players. Who's the other one? I missed who the other one is. We're going to be missing 2 players for the next 2 fixtures due to international duty. That sucks. Who's the other one? Doesn't say there. But there's someone else going away. So both of those will be missing for the Carlisle game as well as this Stockport game. Now, obviously, the Cup game I'm not too worried about, but this game I am. Away to Carlisle is a game we want to put out a serious team for, and we're going to be missing too many players. Also, we're going to be missing Smith, of course, because he's out injured. So tough times ahead for Blyth Spartans. I wonder who the other player is that's going on international duty. I think I still have that Maltese international wingback who's way outside of the quality for the first team now. So fingers crossed it's him that's going on international duty, because that won't have any impact. But these players are mostly, too new to me to remember who's an international and who's not. So I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be someone really important. Well, I can find out now because... Oh, no, I can't. No, because it's still only Noah Pembe away. I'll have to wait till match day to find out who it is. Okay, now it's match day. So who is it? Noah Pembe and... nobody else in the first team, it seems. Happy days. I think it is that Maltese international then. That's a relief. Okay, so actually let's do this differently. I'll go for full rotation first of all. Yep, looks okay to me. Unless there's someone else I can put on in place of Naby. No, not Grimes. Maybe Makepeace. Do that. Why is... oh, Bert Morris. Oh, crap. They've all just played reserve games, haven't they? Oh, I'm an idiot. Probably should have stopped that from happening. Never mind. I need a right back on the bench. Who are we going to have? I guess Kebby. And Dolling. Not Dolling. Who do I want? Yeah, let's put Comer on the bench. Okay, so let's assess this. Kavanagh is too tired. Elsdon is too tired. Who can I play instead of Elsdon? Not Boone or Heaton, they're first teamers. Osigwe, yeah, that'll do. Nice. And Kavanagh needs fixing. It's going to have to be Luke Wall. Yep. Okay, well, that's the team then. Doesn't matter that it's a weak one, as I said, because I don't really care about the results in this cup. I just care about making sure we're not putting out players that are going to get injured due to low fitness levels, or players that are in my first team, because I want to give them a rest before we play the next league match. What? Man City under 23s actually only managed to draw in their first game? I can't believe it. What's going on there? Hey, Axel. Yes, Sarge showed up today. He's gone again now, but he's fine. He is fine. He fell over. He smashed his head. They kept him in the hospital for 10 hours to make sure he's all right, and he's back in business. Although he has gone now because he was having a headache. Unsurprisingly, he's probably a bit concussed because he smashed his head on the corner of a desk. But he's all right. He's all good. I'll tell you what's not all good. Blyth, we've just conceded a goal. Stockport have scored. They're 1-0 up in under 5 minutes. Unbelievable stuff from them. Alan McIntyre Macklin, what a name that is, scoring his second goal of the season to put his team ahead in this Checkatrade Trophy group stage match. Go for a demand more. And we've equalised. Virgil Gomez scoring his first goal of the season. It's now 1-1. As I said earlier, I'm not too fussed about staying in the cup and winning. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to stay in it. But if we happen to win games by accident and stay in it for a while, and all I'm doing is playing my reserve team, the money that it brings in will be nice. Because as we know, we are just slightly in the in the red at the moment financially. And these cup games are a good way for a poor club to try to bring in some money. Hinchcliffe with a free kick for Blyth. Oh, Feeney with the header. Very close to scoring a goal there, but goes out for a goal kick instead. Is Hinchcliffe going to get to that first? He is. Ben Hinchcliffe plays it to Wall. Now Morrison. Makepeace. Makepeace with a poor pass there, and Masterson takes possession for Stockport. Sigui in the ball. No, not quite. Looks like a Stockport attack is building here. Cut out by Sigui again. Oh, Wall playing it forward for Hinchcliffe to run onto. He's going to make it. He gets a shot away, but it's saved by Senior. And it goes out for a corner to Blyth. Nexus taking the corner. That's a new one. Morrison with the header. Senior saves, though. I'll make peace to ease off tackles. He's picked up a yellow. Don't want to see him getting sent off. Although he is only a reserve, he is a reserve that I do play fairly frequently when my other first team players are tired. He's one of our better subs at the moment. Okay, it's half time and it's 1-1 against Stockport. It would be nice if we could scrape ourselves a win out of this fixture, even with a weak side. Wall on the ball on the left, puts a cross in. Nexus is going to get on the end of it. Chips it into the centre, comes out again. Now Morrison. Morrison with a very poor pass though. And that goes out for a throw. Egan on the right. Crossing in towards Ben Hinchcliffe's head. Can't control the header though and puts it wide of the target. Titov has picked up an injury for Stockport. It's about that time where I make some substitutions, so I'm just going to have a look how things are doing. Wall is looking tired and so is Egan, so perhaps I'll swap the wing backs. I know Morrison is as well, but the wing backs do a lot more running than central midfielders. Yeah, so let's swap those and see if a little bit of extra life up the flanks can turn things into a goal for us. We are looking great on paper compared to Stockport. We do need to see that turn into a goal. 10 minutes of normal time to play. Havana with the cross to Feeney, and that's a goal! Immediate impact from at least one of the substitutes there, as Sean Cavanagh assists Kieran Feeney's goal to put Blyth ahead. It's now 2-1. Cavanagh, great cross there. Feeney on the volley, just guiding it home for his second goal of the season. Dangerous moment there as Macklin gets a shot away, but took a deflection, goes out for a corner to Stockport. Is that? Oh, it's a free kick to Blyth. I was very worried that was going to be a penalty. We've seen too much of that so far this season, haven't we? Late penalties. No miss now. Plays through Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe with the shot, and that's a goal for Ben Hinchcliffe. The captain scoring in style there to make the score 3-1. Gomez controls well, times his pass beautifully. Hinchcliffe still has to make a good finish, but he delivers. It's his first goal of the season, and what a goal it was. Just about onside. That'll do. Thank you very much. Let's give the lads some praise. We've got a 2-goal cushion and 4 minutes of normal time to go. Makepeace, a good sliding challenge there. But Stockport have come away and they're on the attack. Macklin, great opportunity for him. Hit it well in terms of power, but his accuracy was off. Three minutes. Connor Wood picking up a yellow for Stockport. Cavanagh now with a free kick just on the edge of the 18-yard box for Blyth, but he skies it horribly. And we're not going to score with shots like that. I'm going to make one last substitution with only a minute to go, but Bert Morrison is down to 58%. That's dangerously low on fitness. So we're going to bring Lewis Smith on, even though it's a very late stage of the game. And that will be our third and final substitution. Stockport having already made all three of theirs. 4 minutes of added time to play. Makepeace. Plays it through to Kebby. Oh, Kebby with a thunderous shot there. Looked like it came off the bar and flicked over and out for a goal kick, but there was quite some power on that shot from the wing-back. Sears plays it back to his goalkeeper, senior of Stockport, hitting it up the middle of the field, but McGahey nods it down to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe goes for a long old dribble there, but takes it a little bit too far, I feel, and loses possession. But there is the final whistle. It's 3-1 to Blyth, and another victory in the Checkatrade Trophy without really trying for it. So that's good news for us. Should bring in a little bit more cash as well. There we go, another 12.26k. Happy for the money. And Blyth have now qualified for the Northern Section second round of the Checkatrade Trophy. So I wonder who we will be facing. And bank balance we're still losing money, but at least we're reducing the speed at which we're losing it. We're minus 55k at the moment. So next fixture is Carlisle United away. I expect a tough game against them. They're in 7th in the league at the moment, and it's an away fixture. Also, we're going to have to contend with players away on international duty. There we go. We've got Naya Pembe away playing for Zimbabwe. And we've got players out injured, and we're going to have players that are going to be tired. So, all in all, we're not going to be putting out the best side against Carlisle. Wycombe Wanderers next after them. It looks like we've got a full week to recover. So that'll be nice. So once we do get Carlisle out of the way, we've got a nice recovery period before playing Wycombe. Yeah, it looks like Carlisle are going to be smashing us according to the predictions, but you never know. The attacking strategy might pull off a win for us. Okay, match day is upon us. Moment of truth. Can we beat this Carlisle side, who are currently in strong form? Probably not. And a loss there could slide us way down the table. I think we'll still be in the playoffs, probably. But we're getting further away from the automatic promotion spots. That's a shame. But there are plenty more teams to play. Plenty of games we could win. That's weird. I thought Gomez could play false nine. What's Gomez then? Oh, he's a poacher. Okay. Worth knowing. No, I swear, just recently we played him there and he wasn't only a 1-star. Maybe he's just lost the ability to play that position or something. I don't know. Something weird's happened there. Unless I'm going crazy. Oh well, whatever. We need to get a side picked for this Carlisle game. Let's get best 11 in first. Obviously, Naya Pembe is away on international duty, so we'll get Kebi in place of him. We've got Smith, still not recovered from his injury, out for another 6 to 12 days. Definitely not going to be playing an injured player. So Kavanagh will be in as well. So both are wing backs, which unfortunately are important positions in this strategy, are going to be weaker than usual. But I think everybody else is going to be okay. Doesn't really make any difference, does it, which way around I have those two? We'll go with that then. Hilton has been picked as first team keeper. Interesting. All right, I'll keep Hilton in then. Right, need to sort out this subs bench. This is a bit of a mess. So we'll have Egan on. We'll have Wall on. And then we have to have Nexus. And we've got Gomez and Divine. Can Divine still play false 9? Yes, he can. Okay, maybe I was just mixing these two up in my head. Gomez and Divine. Okay, right. I think I'm good to go. As good as we're going to get anyway. And Carlisle it's going to be a really tough match. I'll be happy with a draw out of this. Hey, Lazy, how you doing? In case you hadn't heard the news, Sarge is all good. He's all right. He popped in earlier on in the stream to say he's all right. He collapsed. He smashed his head on the corner of a desk. He spent 10 hours in hospital, but they've released him and he's okay. He's headed off now though because he's got a headache, unsurprisingly, a bit concussed. So yeah, I'm just trying to let people know as and when I see them, but he's all good. He's okay. Wow, this is this is a thrilling game so far, isn't it? 7 minutes of nothing. And Navarro picks up a yellow card. Right, now he's taking a free kick. Oh, not a bad effort. It goes out for a goal kick. That's what everyone says, Lazy. Yeah, he says the head is the second hardest part of a Marine. Kavanagh taking the corner for Blyth. Heaton with the header, but Nickel plucks it out of the air. Not enough power on that to get a goal. Kebby now with the throw into Perry. Perry to Grimes. Grimes sends it forward, looking for Brown, but it was too high, too much power on that. And that gets claimed by the keeper. Boone with the long ball forward. Finding Comer. Oh, Comer. Disappointing. He's still got possession though. Now Kebby. Kavanagh. Clark. Oh, a bit of pinball in the box there. The ball fell loose to Clark. He had a bit of a sitter there. Absolutely golden opportunity and he's squandered it. Now Brown. Sends the ball upfield to Luca Navarro. Navarro keeping possession. Cross into the box. Now Perry to Kebby. Kebby's what I think was a shot attempt. Blocked by the Carlisle defence. And oh, that looked brutal. Perry absolutely smashing down the Carlisle player there and somehow walking away without a booking. Don't know how he managed that. Navarro taking the ball away from the defender there, taking the shot himself, but saved by the keeper. Again, my attackers are frustrating with me. Frustrating with me with how often they take a shot themselves when they could have passed for an easy tap in, but. As I'm complaining about them, one of my defenders scores a goal off that corner, and that is Jordan Boone with his 4th goal of the season. Luca Navarro with the corner kick. Jordan Boone scoring with his foot this time rather than his head to put Blyth up 1-0 against Carlisle. And that's a huge goal for Blyth going up against this Carlisle team that we're expected to lose to, and so far have not managed a single shot against us. Go for a demand more. Cavana with the throw to Navarro. Back to Cavana. Looping ball over the top. Looking for a Blyth player, but Nicol again not falling for it. Plucks that out of the air. Ooh, this could be a goal. Coyle with the shot. But Joe Hilton making a good save. And now it looks like Coyle's been injured. I think Heaton went in a little bit dangerously there. Caused him an injury. He's still on the field at the moment, though. Now it's half-time. So we have a 1-0 lead at half-time. Team are doing well. And look at this. If this result stands, we move back up to second. That is absolutely massive. Although I'm still not really believing that we're going to win this game. But right now we are. What is wrong with Perry? Why is he play so bad? Playing a 6.3 right now. Let me just have a quick look at his report. Surely this doesn't count as a big match. He's really struggling for some reason. Maybe he just really doesn't like playing the defensive role. Try switching him around, see if that improves things. Navarro. Good kick intercepted well by the Carlisle defence there. It looks like they're reduced to just smashing the ball upfield and hoping right now. Oh, this could come off well for them, though. Wilson gets on the end of that through ball, and he does score. And that's an equaliser for Carlisle. And yeah, it looks like I was right to not let myself believe that we could win this game. It's too much to ask, I think, against a team of this quality. They are getting themselves back into this match with an equaliser courtesy of Wilson. And that's 1-1. Let's go for a demand more. Come on, Kebby. Oh. Cross attempt blocked. It goes out for a throw-in. 65 minutes gone. There is time for either team to score again. Let's hope it's us. Although, I mean, I will be okay with a draw. This is a better team than we are. Oh, Navarro, strong goal! Oh, he's fluffed it. He's fluffed it. Straight into the hands of the keeper. Oh, Navarro, why? That should have been the winner. Oh, nice one, Lazy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's a great game. Pretty addictive. Or addicting, I think you Americans say. Just sounds weird to me. We say addictive. So another shot put wide of the Carlisle goal. And time is ticking away now. We are down to the last 10 minutes. Am I going to make a substitution? I think I will, actually. Let's get Brown off. I thought I paused it. Apparently I didn't. Let's get Brown off and Devine on. See if he can come and be a super sub for us. Yes, yeah, it's a good description. He says it's a bit like Mount and Blade had a baby with Rimworld. Yeah, I've heard it described as being like Mount and Blade, but without, you know, the actual fight yourself aspect of it. And it is, and I find Mount and Blade a hugely addictive game myself. Played many hours of that. So we've ended up with a 1-1 draw, but on paper I feel like we could have done better. 21 shots and only 5 on target is pretty appalling. A pretty appalling performance from my front three. But a draw away to Carlisle is a good result after all. Taking a point against a tougher team in their own stadium is not something to complain about. So we'll take that. We'll tell the team they did well. And we'll see where that leaves us in the league. I've always thought that, Lazy. I've always thought that. But yeah, it's definitely it's an American thing. I only ever hear and see Americans use that. I guess not all of you do then. You're listening to Doyle commentary on the Soccers while playing Battle Brothers. That must be a weird experience. Right. So let's have a look at the league table. We are still in 5th, but we're only 2 points outside of the automatic promotion places. So we're doing really well. Really, really well. 15 games played so far this season, and we're still managing to prove ourselves worthy of being in the top 7. That is great for our first season in this division. Absolutely fantastic. As you can see from this table here, we've even spent time at the very top. We have been top of the league. So yeah, we're really making our mark on this Sky Bet League 2 right now, and there is still hope for me that we can snatch an automatic promotion place. If not, I'm not going to say I've got any hope of getting through the playoffs, because we just seem to suck at playoffs, don't we? So, you know, if we end up in the playoffs, I'll assume we won't go up. But if we can just get that 3rd place automatic promotion spot, I'll be so happy at the end of this season. Also, we are out of the Carabao Cup. We lost to Tranmere. Not really worried about that. That's fine by me. But we're still in the Checkatrade Trophy. We have qualified, regardless of other results in this group. We have qualified for the next stage, which is decent, I suppose. I think we'll probably be happy to take the money from playing those extra games. And we will be in the FA Cup. That's not going to start for a while for us yet. Starts on the 8th of the 11th. And we will be in at the first round. Hopefully we'll draw some fairly rubbish teams to start with, but then eventually a big team, so we get a nice big chunk of cash coming in to get us out of the red, because our finances are the worst they've been in the entirety of this playthrough so far. It's not great, and I think it's largely down to we do have quite a high wage budget compared to the income that we have at the club. That, on one hand, got us promoted. It got us a title win last season in the Vanarama National, but it has left us with quite a lot of squad bloat, let's say. A lot of players that we don't really need anymore. They're still getting paid money, and I'm finding it hard to get rid of. But their contract should be running out at the end of this season, so this situation will not last forever, and we will be moving forward probably with a more trimmed down team at that point. No worries, Lucas. I'm also about to end. It's time for me to call it a day. But we've had a pretty good session. I'm very pleased with this so far. Where did we start off? I think I'd played 5 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we started off. Yes, that's right. First game was against Northampton. We've had a good run, really. Only 3 losses so far in the league this season. Only a handful of draws and plenty of wins. Things are looking good for the Blyth Spartans in our first season as a full-time professional club in Sky Bet League 2. Happy times. So hopefully you guys will see me again for Football Manager next Friday, as usual at the regular time of 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. And I will be back with Battletech, though. Next week, I'm not going to be streaming on Tuesday or Monday. So no stream Monday, Tuesday. I will be doing Battletech Extended 3025 with Urban Warfare DLC on the Wednesday, and same again on Thursday. Again, usual time, 3 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully you'll join me then for some Battletech. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you so much for the new follows and for the hosts as well. Really appreciate you all. And of course, the most important news for today, for I'm sure everybody that's in my little community, is that Sarge is okay. That he's all right. He's well enough to be out of hospital and well enough to show up and say hi earlier on in the stream. So I'm sure we're all very relieved about that. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend too. And I will see you next week.